looks like we are live on the Twitch. Twitch.tv, Reggie versus Solace. If you need me to share that, Joe, just let me know so your people can watch it. But yeah, if not, they will catch the replay. You can always replay it on Twitch, and you can also see it on the YouTube channel. YouTube / Reggie versus Solace. It is always going to be on there. All the episodes are going to be on the YouTube channel and also on the Twitch channel. So I'm a little bit subdued today, but not my normal effervescent self. What's going on, Joe? I do have a co-host. He's one of my good friends. This is my boy Joe. What's going on, man? Atlanta Falcons talk. What's up? All right, we got to tell your volume up a little bit. You are really low.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I know Joe got the raspy voice like me now. But just turn that mic a little, or that whatever, however you getting your sound, just turn it up a little bit so the folks can hear you. And we should be good. Let me see if I can get my sound effects rolling today. That'd be awesome if I could. All right, why don't you say a couple things, Joe, so we can see it, test your volume. Yeah, I can't hear you right now. Yeah. Let's go ahead. You got time, dude. Don't worry.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right, back. I ain't know what was going on. But,
Yeah, it was a little wonky. All right. So what's going on, man? Like, let's get the energy going up in here. Like I said, I've been having a little rough day myself, but we are here, episode 3, Pro Football Rant Show with Reggie and Joe. That's how we do it. You see how Ron's bars, baby. Pro Football Rants Show with Reggie and Joe. That's how we do it. What's good with you, man?
all right. Man, what the fuck going on with Lamar Jackson? What he
Man.
gonna do?
All right, so I'm thinking there's some collusion going on for real talk. Is no way. I understand people saying, oh, they don't like the contract, but not too many times you get a 26-year-old former MVP. It's simple as that. So, but people want to rest on the short contracts. I had a good discussion with the Redskins fans. I watched, the Redskins YouTubers. They all said the same thing. They go on with Sam Howell for whatever reason over Lamar Jackson because he's on a rookie contract. Basically, with that type of frame of thought, you're going to go with any rookie QB because they're going to be on a rookie contract. None of these rookie QBs are Lamar Jackson. Simple as that. There's none. Simple as, I can't do it. I can't even put it out there. None of them are. But okay, they want to go with that. There's going to be maybe possibility of Lamar holding out this season, which I don't want him to do. Possibility of teams bluffing. And maybe that's it. Like right before the draft, teams bluffing, saying, all right, maybe we can't get one of these 3 or 4 quarterbacks. Let's go for Lamar once the quarterback's off the board. And then the Ravens, they're trying to play it cheap. They don't want to pay him anything less than another team is going to think he's worth. I think it's dangerous because he wants to get his money. I think before the 2 years with his injuries, he was never injured. And that's something that people need to realize is that the injury he got the year before last was his first injury. He's been healthy. He had that injury, then another injury with the knee, which was a little worse. And then those are the only 2 injuries he's really ever had. He was healthy all through Louisville in college. Like I said, he bust my top 10 ranked Florida State Seminoles, and Louisville was not ranked. And he bust our ass. So, I think it's bad what's going on with him. I think there's 3 teams out there that should be making a play for him. But, the owners, they're a good boy network. And I'll tell you that. Yeah, they are. There's 31 owners. Most of them are white. I think Shad Khan from Jacksonville is the only minority owner, meaning a person that's not of Caucasian descent. Besides that, there's 30 or 29 other white owners. What can you do? Yeah, so once they have the shit built out for you, not the same thing, but a similar thing happened with Kaepernick. We seen it. Kaepernick was in his 20s when they blackballed him, and he didn't play it down. And I was like, wow. So, and he sued the NFL and won. So they're really not going to bring him back after that. Because a lot of that story was brushed under the rug too. That he won his case, you know.
It really
And they
was.
paid him his
Nobody
money.
talking about that.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Jay tuning in. Thank you, Jay. But yeah, so with I think there's three teams that should be making a play. Maybe they're gonna hold their cards close to the vest, and once Stroud and Bryce Young is off the board, maybe even Richardson, maybe they'll maybe a team will get desperate and just say let's see what Lamar's talking about. Because like I said, I still think it's the scoring thing like I was talking about before. I think with the Ravens, he wants his guaranteed money, completely guaranteed. I think he'll take a lesser deal to spite them. And it's the same thing. It's like us. Oh, you don't want to pay me what I'm saying I'm worth or what I want. Like let's say I want $1 more. Let's talk about it layman's terms. I want $1 more. You need some. I'll get you some. Let's say I want $1 more pay, and my job is not trying to pay me that $1 more pay. Okay, I might go to another job that offers me 50 cents more because it's more than what my job is paying me, and they know what I'm worth. That's the thing. Baltimore should know what Lamar Jackson's worth because he's been with them for 4 years. And any job, like I said, we work. We're 9 to 5 workers, man. If my job see me work, and I'm not talking slacking off. I'm busting my ass, and you don't want to pay me an extra $1 more or whatever, whatever the monetary figure I deem myself worth is, then you may take something less or something a little more, but not your demands from the parent company because they playing around. They blowing smoke up my tail. But what do you think, man? What's your thoughts?
See, but this my whole thing with what you're saying. You
Yeah,
saying he might take,
a little less, like
might,
not all guaranteed. That's what he's talking about with the Ravens. That's what I'm
but the
thinking.
Ravens still, but the Ravens still got a chance to match that offer.
They sure do. Yeah, they sure do. And then that's what I said
Either
too.
way, they gonna come out on top. They just being cheap at this
What
point.
I'm saying, Lamar. I think Lamar knows they're being cheap, and I remember Lamar. His joker, his big joker would be, I'm just not gonna play for y'all. If y'all match, I'm not playing. Because anyone can do that because he's not under contract. You see what I'm saying? So he can do that, and I think he's not going to come out because it didn't work for Le'Veon Bell when Le'Veon Bell did that. When he finally came back 2 years later, he was nowhere near what he was, and that's so I'm thinking like, dang, yeah, don't sit out, but man, like it's going to hurt those quarterbacks that the next crop of quarterbacks coming up when they see someone who they just like, they think they're better. And you know that, Joe, like we know Patrick Mahomes, he's the best quarterback now. Tom Brady, the GOAT, retired. As far as accolades, it's Tom. As far as talent, it's Patrick. All right. The guys under him though, they're gonna feel some type of way. Matter of fact, I'll put it like this. Oh shoot, we got people in here, man. Alien guy, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, Alien guy? I miss you, bro. Vera, what is going on, man? What's going on, Vera? Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I know I haven't really been streaming World of Warcraft a lot. I'll try to get back on that. Udaw's kind of, it's in like week 10. It's kind of boring, but we're still playing it. But anyway, we're doing some football discussions now. With my boy Joe. What's going on? This is the guy I grew up with. For all the guys coming over from my WoW stream and everything like that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll say this: Saquon's gonna be filling away, right? We got him on the franchise tag, and he's getting paid $10 million. I know he wants like 13, 14, whatever million, 15, whatever. We're not paying him that. But the same thing, you're going to feel a type of way when you see. Well, now, then again, I think it's a little different for him because running backs aren't making that bag. I think they're making their bag via franchise tag, to be honest with you. Like, you haven't seen no running back get paid big money. I think those days are over. Tennessee's even
Jeffrey gonna be the last one.
the last one exactly. You know what I mean? And I think Saquon is saying, at my best, I'm better or on par with CMC. So he wants that type of bag. And I'm trying to say Saquon's the best running back in the NFC East. But there's other running backs in the NFL that are giving him a run for his money. And I need Saquon to kind of understand that. But I understand You don't want to be in a 1 year franchise tag deal. No position wants that. It is
And
paying you in the top five.
this year is just
Yeah.
just take this year as and prove it. Like
Well, he did
it
that.
didn't work.
I'm thinking like this too. I'm thinking they're gonna take care of him, but it's not when he wants them to take care of him, and that makes sense, right? I think he's not in trouble off the field. There's no scandals, like I said. He's the blue chip
Come
guy.
on, Poppy.
Saquon is he's gone, he's not going to hold out. It's just it hurts his ego. You because you want to feel if I'm healthy, I'm a top five running back, which he is. But they don't want to they don't want to do that, and you have another injury. And I understand
Oh
the
no.
organizations, yes, because it hurt Dallas. It really did. So
Yes.
it, a lot of teams. So anyway, so I understand Saquon. He's gonna be hurt. Players don't want to be on. Players don't want to be on that. Vera just said hi, Joe. Thank you, Vera, for
Yeah, you
checking out my
how you
boy.
doing?
Yeah, man, these are good guys. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. What's going to happen with Saquon? Same thing happening with Lamar Jackson. He knows he's better than Watson, and he wants a similar contract. Same thing too. Quarterbacks is feeling away, not just to put it on black
He
quarterbacks.
should.
Quarterbacks was feeling away when Kirk Cousins got his guaranteed money a couple years ago. Like what? They were saying he got paid what? I mean, it's the same deals. You know what I mean? Like, and matter of fact, that was, I think, before Rodgers got his money. That was before Rodgers got his money. Rodgers was going into that like, I'm in the same division. I'm busting his ass. He better not get paid more than me. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to look at it like that. I don't like to get into people's pockets, but there is an ego. Who's the better quarterback right now, Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson?
Lamar,
I'm gonna say Lamar. That's the thing. Now, Deshaun's nasty, but he's also nasty in other ways. You don't have no off the field shit. That's funny, right? But you don't have no off the field stuff with Lamar Jackson. He may rub people the wrong way because the owners want a more conservative. They never like the black quarterback getting out of pocket. They want to keep him in check. But there's no 23 allegations for Lamar. There's no hush hush money to the girls with Lamar. Come on, you got to factor that in, man. Like, what do you mean? Like, people gonna feel away. So,
as they should,
um,
as they should.
as they should. And that's the thing too. I'm looking at it from that perspective. And a lot of people was getting on him saying, "Oh, he needs an agent." There's six other players this year that negotiated their own contract, including the
Roquan
latest
Smith did
one.
it.
Roquan did it. Lermy Tunzel did it. Like there's players that saying I don't need to pay the 2 and 3%, and it's not about the money. It's about it's the same way if a person like you see Mike built this, but what if I was a person? Now I'm not this person, but what if I was a person that says, you know what? For the next time, I want to be able to do this myself. They want to be able to negotiate their own contract themselves. I've seen it done. Okay, let me try to do it now for me. I'm
I
not
can
gonna
do
put
that.
that. I'm not gonna put that beneath them exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's all. That's all I'm getting on. I think there's some shady business going on, but I feel he's either gonna sit out, which I don't want him to do, or he's gonna get the money from the Ravens, or a team's gonna say we missed out on Stroud or Bryce Young, maybe Richardson or Levis. Like I said, I think Levis is really late second round pick. He might go in the first, but I think it's talent late second. And then Richardson, he's boom or bust. I still think Richardson go in the second too, but crazy combine. Maybe they could switch him to another position. I don't know. He doesn't have the accuracy for me. Neither of them, by the way. Like Richardson's accuracy is piss poor. My nose played him straight up, and we bust their ass.
He
And
knows
then
that.
and then
He knows
same
that.
thing with Levis. Levis is he has worse accuracy than Richardson, but he's a 6'3", 230, vanilla quarterback. He's gonna go high. But his accuracy was terrible at Kentucky. So, you know, it is what it is. They both look they SEC programs, but they struggled heavily in the SEC. I'll put it like that. You know, they
Oh,
struggled.
it's
And you know who didn't
look at
struggle?
that. And
Bryce Young didn't struggle. Bryce Young put the SEC on his back. Same conference.
yeah,
And he's a smaller quarterback, but he did better. That's saying a lot about who Bryce Young is and who these other two quarterbacks that got better size, better arms, but yet they did terrible compared to this shorter guy. They're all in the same conference, man.
Bryce Young do got better talent around him too, though.
He sure do. You're right. You're right about that, man. You're right.
He got way better talent around him. So
Way
we not
better
gonna,
talent. You're right. You're right.
shit, we not gonna figure that out.
You're right. You're right about that, man. But put it like this too. That remember, if people don't know, Bryce Young and Stetson Bennett are the same height. Now, one's a lot older, but they are the same height. Yeah, they're the same height, though. That's what I'm trying to say. And the accolades are actually a little better for Bennett, to be honest, because he's got 2 championships to Bryce Young's one. He won twice, bro, back to back. And in the SEC, like that's like you being. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like for people saying he's not going to be drafted. I'm saying like you got to be drafted because you won back to back in the best conference, and you had competition.
He's gonna get drafted.
Oh, that's another thing too, man. He's better than Bailey Zappi. So I think honestly the Giants are going to pick him in like the 6th or 7th round. I'm thinking he's coming to the Giants. Yeah, or a team like that that's already got a starter, but they want a quality backup that's going to be also intelligent. Because Stetson Bennett, he has it up here. It's just he doesn't have the measurables, and he's an older quarterback. He's actually a year older than Daniel Jones. But, you know, as far as size go, he's the same damn size as Bryce Young. I mean, come on now, man.
Bryce Young, he little.
He's little dude, and he's going number 2. He's not going below number 2. So, what it is, he's either going number 1 or number 2. And he's 5'10", 190. That's cornerback size. So, easy cornerback. I mean, what it is, man. But thank you guys for tuning into the stream. We talked a little bit more, a little bit about the quarterbacks coming out. I think the team is going to be stupid, including Leno's team. If they go Will Levis, yeah. The Colts, you could put Leno on here. Matter of fact, he can hop in. We could have a 3-way call. They're going to be 4 wins. They're going to be 4 wins, dude. Levis is not it, bro. He's not it. And look, if he has a turnaround like Josh Allen did, then egg on my face. Again, I have no reason to apologize, no quills about apologizing on this stream. But Levis shows me nothing. I'm being straight. I'm sure he shows me nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing.
Need to touch that man for steroids.
Yeah, he's a big dude, but we've seen big dudes come in and do nothing. And people got to remember too, man, college is different from NFL. It really is. I mean, Will Levis couldn't show me anything in the SEC. So I'm like, okay, all right, bro. Like if it's a 2nd round pick, maybe a 3rd round pick, I'll spend it on him. Spend the block a little bit. But 1st round, I need. Yeah, they talking about 4 quarterbacks going in the top 5. You out of your damn mind. I ain't taking no risk on Richardson. I'm not taking no damn risk on Will Levis.
I can see 5 going in the 1st round.
5 quarterbacks. It's not even 5 quarterbacks I'm trying to take in the top 2 rounds. What are they talking about, bro? Who's the 5th?
The hooker.
Okay. I'll say this. Now, you will have to tell me what is the knocks on Hooker besides his age? Because I think Hooker is a better quarterback. Okay, that's what it was. When healthy. Yes. I'm with you. See, and that's why I wanted to get there too. I'm thinking like, there's no effing way I'm picking Will Levis and Anthony Richardson over Hendon Hooker when healthy. He's the 3rd best quarterback. I'm glad you said that because I'm like, I've seen. Okay, I'm with you, bro. I'm like, what are they talking about?
But he's back throwing now, so he threw at his pro day.
That's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do none of the running, but he was able to throw and show. And,
I'm with you, bro. Like, yeah, it's no way. Like, come on, bro. What are we
Young,
doing?
fucking Stroud.
Yeah. And Hooker. Yeah, you gotta give it. Like he beat Alabama. Like, come on, bro. We know Alabama got dogs that we don't even know about that are gonna be first round picks on the team right now. That are on the bench. And he beat them along with Jalen White. Remember, that was the game. 5 touchdown passes.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
slayed them, bro.
Everybody talking about Jalen Hyatt. Who was throwing
Who
it?
was throwing him the ball? It was Hooker, man. Come on, man. Wasn't Tennessee ranked, I think, top 3 at one point? They were. Like, come on, man. They came out of nowhere. They got a good team. Shout out to Josh Heupel. Like, come on, man. Like, they wasn't supposed to do that. Not that. Like, they not supposed to beat Alabama. Let's put point blank period. It wasn't supposed to happen. And we watched them do it.
Nobody seen that shit happen.
No one seen that happening. Come on, bro. Tennessee been like 0-20 against Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Come on. So they was able to do that, and you know, I think they got washed by Georgia if I'm not mistaken, but still, you know what I'm saying? It was they were competitive and they beat Alabama. I think they beat like Florida. They beat another team too. That was high ranked, maybe LSU, I think it was, something like that. Maybe they lost to LSU. I think they lost to LSU. I think they got washed by LSU actually. It was pretty bad. But yeah. But you know, Tennessee they overachieved. They were like the Giants last year. We weren't supposed to be there at all. I'm just being frank. We supposed to be worse than what the Redskins did. Almost. Let me see what team.
3 games.
Yeah, maybe 5 games, maybe 6, because we were playing like the AFC South, which was trash. But getting 9 wins and a playoff victory, they overachieved. Tennessee did the same thing. Yeah, and Tennessee was one. They was that one loss to LSU. I think they were the one loss from LSU out of the playoff, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think so. Yeah, but anyway, so that's what that is as far as these quarterbacks. Oh, I bought the book, so I do want to go a little bit over the draft book. If you didn't know, me and Joe, he always seen my draft books. I've been buying them since I think Florida State days, if I'm not mistaken. I think I missed maybe 1 or 2 years. Yeah, it was before then. You right. I remember when I got to college, I bought the college book, and I bought the NFL book because I remember Tony Carter and Michael Ray was in the book, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in the same school as these dudes. Let me da 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 da. I remember that. Yep, I know these dudes exactly. And that was pretty cool to see. You know what I mean? Because that was our first time being like right there. Like these guys were going to be in the NFL. You know what I mean? And they took different routes to get there. You know, Mike was on a practice squad, I think with the Cardinals. And then Tony Carter played a couple seasons with the Broncos. He was their slot corner. And we were in college with these guys. You know what I mean? Nefi Moffitt, Todrick Verdell, I think was another guy who played a little bit. Yep, Myron, Tennessee. You know, he played for Tennessee. Then he went to get his doctorate on. You know, and he started a couple of those games in Tennessee also. He was a little stiff, like me. I was stiff as a corner. He was stiff as a safety, but he was picked, and I think he went in, second round, if I'm not mistaken, or late first. He was up there. Yeah. Yeah. We, like I said, Marvin Rowe was the starting safety at Florida State. So we seen these guys. It was a crazy secondary we had actually that year. We had Marvin. We had it was a Jamie, not Jamie Robinson. I think his name was Jamie Robinson. There's another Jamie Robinson at Florida State. He plays corner. He's coming out this year, but his name is spelled differently. It's like with 2 M's.
It's like
Jamie, yeah, it looks like Jamie, yeah, that's weird. But Jamie Robinson he was the other safety. I was trying to be honest with you. I was trying to take his spot, but I was a little underweight to play safety. But that was the only spot I could try to take. Because Tony was guaranteed right side corner, Mike was left side corner, and then the strong safety was Marvin Rowe. And so the only thing I could try to go for is that safety position because everything else was locked in. But anyway, and they still didn't do much because we got done in the ass by Tebow. Tebow destroyed us when we were in college. That was the Tebow, that was the Percy Harvins, that was Killer Hernandez. They were all on that team. The Pouncey twins, all of them. So
Imagine they all
It was a squad, yeah, and whooped our ass. I remember it. But we looking back at that team, they're like, damn, they had motherfucker. Cam Newton was on the team. Cam was on the bench. You got to think about that, bro. Cam was on the bench. Yeah, it was that. That was the. That was the. That was. It was crazy. Crazy. They had Harvin. I think what was Rashay Caldwell on that team? Well, he was the Spurrier team. I think he was Spurrier. But they had another receiver that was pretty good too. Yeah, a couple of guys out there, man. That Florida squad was crazy. I mean, they were gangbanging, killing folks, and yeah, there was a couple of people, man. But anyway, let's get to some things. I wanted you to I like your little segue right there. Give me another one of those. So what's on your mind that we could talk about doing the pod today?
Let's talk about this draft. Let's talk about this first round. We could just go first round with it.
Let's do first round real quick. Matter of fact, we might could do a little mock. We could do a mock. We'll do it. We'll do like wait. We could do a mock or we could talk about it because we could also do a mock next week. Remember, we're gonna be every Wednesday, right around 7:30, 8:00. We'll come on, talk some football, talk a little bit. My boys, from the Wild can see me. I know you haven't really seen me playing a game and everything like that. You guys can ask questions too. Shout out to you guys. But I want to get the draft book real quick, Joe, and let's talk a little bit about this draft coming up, man. So you said you need some. Oh, that's what instead of grease, butter. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I am back. So, Joe, this is the book I got. There was two books out there. There was a one from. This is the one from Lindy's, and there was a one from Athlon. I looked at both of them before because normally I would try to get both. Sometimes they only got one out there, but I did like this one, the one from Athlon. Normally that's the ones I have. Most of them are Athlon Sports, but the Athlon Sports, it wasn't even a mock draft because I don't even pay attention to the mock drafts in these magazines. It was their rankings. Let me tell you, bro. All right, it was weird. These dudes, it was weird. So they had Josh Downs as the number 2 receiver in the draft, and I was sitting there like, in no place on the internet did I ever see that. So I was like, what the are they talking about?
Nah, I've seen.
Yeah, I've not seen Downs as nowhere near top 2, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? So anyway, I put that book down. I said I'm not doing that because then they also had the boy John Michael Schmitz going in the second round, and I was sitting there like, I would love the Giants if they did that, but I was like, there's nothing saying that he's going in the second round. What are we doing? Yeah, so their rankings were weird, and I wasn't rocking with it, bro. I'm sitting there looking. I just prefer the rankings that are in this book, and normally I go with Athlon, but I don't know what the hell they were thinking. And see, and I don't even agree with this book. So we're gonna talk receivers real quick, right? So right now, they got our boy Big Quentin Johnston. We love Quentin, right? They got him first because, like I said, he got the size. Now, this book, I don't know where the fuck they pulled their 40 numbers from because these 40 numbers are all wrong. But because like you can go on to NFL.com and they have the combine official 40 numbers. So why these random ass numbers in this book? I don't know. But Quentin doesn't run a 4.38, so he's a 4.4 guy. He's not a 4.3 guy. It's a difference. Like, and what I'm trying to say is, if like this book has him 6'4", 215, running 4.38. If that was the case, he's a top 10 pick. What are you talking about? Like, easy. We know those numbers. Why we're thinking like, all right, 6'4", 215, 4.38. But dog, first of all, he'll be the talk of the draft. He'll be the talk of the draft, and he's not that fast. He's good. He's like a 4.5 guy. He's not a 4.38 guy. We're talking. Okay, let me see what I can do. Let me move up to get this guy real quick. He's not that.
Like 6'4", 225, run a 4.4.
Yeah,
4.5.
4.5. That's him. He's a possession receiver. He no 4.38. It'd be a totally different discussion. Anyway, they got the number 2 receiver in this joint is Jordan Addison. I don't agree with it. Nothing about him. Yeah, I don't like it because nothing about him popped off. And what I'm trying to say is, you got to remember who his quarterback is. Is going to be the number 1 damn pick next year. That elevated him up. Caleb Williams. That's who his quarterback was. So Jordan doesn't pop off to me like that. Now, this book has him 6 foot 175. Let me tell you real quick. If Jordan Addison is 6 foot 175, I'm not going nowhere near him in the first round. I'm not. Because I get better speed with Jalen Hyatt, who they have listed as 6 foot 180. Now, really, Jalen Hyatt is really the 6 foot 175. But we know Jalen Hyatt speed is damn near 4.3, 4.2. They have him as 4.30. I think that's a little more accurate than what he actually ran at the combine, which was a slower time than what he plays as. But Jalen's 6 foot 180. You want to know who else was kind of in that range? Marvin Harrison. Now, I'm not saying that this cat is nowhere near Marvin's like route running and wide receiver savvy, but he's a better Darius Slayton, and that's why I like Jalen Hyatt, even at the 25th pick.
I want to see more from him. I want to see him run.
Yes, I want to see coaches. I want to see coaches coach him on how to be a complete receiver. That's what I want. I want Daboll, who's a savant, if he picks him, all right, make him into something, because we already got the go route guy with no hands at Slayton, and I like Hyatt's hands more than Slayton. You see what I'm saying? That's when I'm trying to put it like that. I like him a lot more. He could have dropped those balls, no pause, at Alabama, and he didn't. He caught 5 of them. Like, to me, that you're going somewhere because those guys are going first round. Hell, matter of fact, their safety might sneak into the first round this year. Branch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and he was out there getting cooked. That's all I'm trying to say. He cooked them 5 times. 5 times. Come on, bro. Anyway, they got the 4th as Jackson Smith and Jigba. Now, there was a draft, a mock draft that had us taking him at 25. I have no problems with that either. I've seen in Jigba get down and dirty. He's a bigger guy, 6 foot 1, 200. He gives you everything you want as a receiver. And Ohio State has a good track record for receivers. Over the past 3-4 years, that whole receiver room, they're all good. All of them. So it's like, okay, he's just the next in line. That factors in, Joe. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you're agreeing, because that factors in. Okay, what? Wilson and Olave, they both had 1,000-yard seasons. That's saying something. Both.
Easy 1,000-yard season.
Come on, man. So I'm putting
Robert Harrison Jr. coming out. He's going to get
1,500 yards. You know what I'm saying? 15. He's actually taller than his dad. That's crazy. So I'm like, yo, he's got his dad by like a couple or 2 inches. So it's like, man, that's what's up. So I like that. We already know he's gonna be top 5 easy next year. We talked a little bit about that. Yeah, he's gonna be first receiver taken off the board. Another guy who I think is gonna be, depending if he has a good year or not, is the guy from Florida State. Now, remember, the reason why I'm bringing this guy up is, if you remember, you were pissed off at me, rightfully so, we were playing our Madden season, and we were matched up. And I was like, let's play it now. We were on the Panama City Strip. And I was like, let's play it right now. And you was mad because the TVs wasn't as clear in the back seat of the fucking Explorer. And you was like, come on, why are we playing this now? That's the look. You didn't say it, but I know that's what it, and I was being an asshat, wanting to play it while we were on the strip. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Yeah. But you had this the reason I did that, it was a bullshit petty move. You had this motherfucking receiver that was 6'7", 235, and I couldn't cover the motherfucker to save my life. I don't know where you got him, but you would do the slant, and he would get it every time. Every time.
Late round picks.
Listen.
Is in the late round picks. I'm telling you.
Florida State has, Florida State has that receiver coming out next year. His name is Johnny Wilson. He is 6'7", 235. And I thought the numbers, I went right back to that receiver you drafted who was cooking the slant every time. And yeah, so that actual receiver is coming out the same exact height and weight, 6'7", 235. He's probably gonna run a 4.55. You're gonna be using him as the box out guy, the red zone guy. Johnny Wilson, Florida State. He is coming out, and I'm thinking he's gonna go in the top 2 rounds next year. He's not going to be first like Marvin Harrison, but that size you don't have right now in the NFL. And he's legit 6'7", 235. Yeah.
That's like Kyle Pitts.
No, Kyle Pitts is a tight end. This guy's a receiver. That's the thing. There is tight ends. Wait. I understand basically the same thing. I'm with you. But one plays tight end, one plays receiver. They even get paid different scales. That's what I'm just trying to say. Now, he might get moved to tight end, right? Because some teams may be like, if you put on 10, 15 more pounds, you put tight end. But Florida State actually uses him as receiver and just, matchup problem. Because even if you had a 6'1" corner, which is tall, 6'7", you're still going to be able to get him. Exactly. But anyway, Johnny Wilson. And the reason why I mentioned him is this book. Another reason I bought it is because this book gives you five guys coming out of next year. They said get to know the 5 next in line NFL wide receivers. Number 1 is, of course, Marvin Harrison Jr., right? He's stud. Oh, shit. They're tripping. They saying he's 6'4". I don't think he's that tall. But if Marvin Harrison Jr. is 6'4", I think he's like 6'2". I don't think he's 6'4". That's crazy if he is. His father was like 6'1". What are we doing? That's crazy. His mom must have been tall. I don't know. But I still don't think he's 6'4". It's no way. It's no way. That's crazy.
He's a certified lumberjack out there.
That's wild shit. I'm shocked. 6'4". Yeah, he might be number 1. Anyways, holy crap. They got a dude named Rome Oduzne from Washington. I'm guessing he's a bigger guy. His quarterback, of course, Michael Penix Jr. I like him. He would have been in the first round, but he went back for his senior year. Michael Penix is good. So that's another quarterback that you got to think about next year. Like, that's the quarterback draft next year. Because Penix is good. Penix is good. See, you know about Penix. The other dude from Ohio State, once again, we talked about Ohio State, right? Emeka Egbuka. Yeah, one of them African dudes. I guess he plays to the left side of Marvin Harrison. So, Ohio State's gonna be good again. They got two receivers going in the first round, or maybe this guy goes in the second. And then they got Johnny Wilson, Florida State. He spent 2 seasons at Arizona State until he transferred to Tallahassee last year. The enormous 6'7", 235. Once again, that Madden receiver that I hated. That's his size.
You gotta see him move. I gotta see him.
Yeah, you got to see him move. He said he's built more like a tight end than a wide receiver, but he says he has surprising top end speed. So maybe his acceleration is a little higher than his actual top end. His strides, big strides, exactly, like a Kelvin Benjamin. But and then the ball skills is the evaluations. He's really good at the back shoulder fade, and that's what I was trying to say. If you got a receiver, any receiver 6'3" or higher, back shoulder fade's got to be in their repertoire. You know what I mean? Save the scatterback stuff for the smaller guys. But if you big, that back shoulder fade as a corner, I can't defend it. The most thing I could do is this, to try to get my hand up there to get some fingers on the ball. That's all I can really do.
Safety, all they can do is jump over top of you.
All they could do. And that's them getting in position to do that. And then they got this dude named Jermaine Burton from Alabama. I haven't heard of him, but then again, remember, Alabama got the pipeline.
I've seen him.
Okay.
I think he like number
Yeah.
6, I believe. Some shit
Yeah.
like that, or 13.
Yep. So, like, as far as next year, I'm thinking, next year we're going to be, to me, that's going to be the best draft in 10 years, the last 10 years. It's so many guys that flashed in their freshman year that are going to finally be eligible next year that they've been doing it for 3 years solid. We seen it. Oh, you a freshman and you a beast? Caleb Williams, Drake May. It's so many, you know what I mean? So it's like, man, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, let's talk draft. I just wanted to go over those receivers because that 6'7" guy is coming, and he plays for the alma mater. He plays in the city that we lived at. He's coming, Johnny Wilson, man. Just watch out for him. Like I said, if he moves to tight end, that's a different story. But if he stays wide receiver, he's gonna be the biggest wide receiver easily coming out in the draft, easily. So yeah, and those, like I said, playing Madden, we love getting those guys in the later rounds and just cooking, cooking with them. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's 2:37. All right, Vera, I know it's crazy late in Germany. Thank you for tuning in. Hit me on the WhatsApp. I love talking with you, bro. You're doing big things, man. Keep it up in the gym, too. Yeah, man. All right. So let's talk draft. If you want to continue going on receivers, we can go through. Like I said, I got the book here. Let's talk draft, man. We could talk, like I said, Falcons a little bit. I looked up more into y'all running backs, so y'all hit that out the park. Y'all hit that out the park. Oh yeah, this book. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. This book did a good job at talking about each of the teams. And so let's go to the and it went through y'all draft recap. So let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons draft recap last year. We could talk hit or misses because that's something we haven't done, right? And I'll do the same thing for the Giants. We've had some hits, we have some misses. Drake London was the first pick. It says finished the season strong, showed great hands and ability, catch the ball in traffic. That's all you wanted from him. So yeah, good. Second round pick. Now I definitely want to talk about this because y'all still need this position, which is weird. All right, do you remember what the second round pick was? That says a lot. You said what?
I'm a man, Arnold Ebiketie.
Okay, bet. That's him. I say he said flashed a good speed and power, has some pass rush ability. You mentioned that, but must add some moves. So it looks like his moveset's limited.
Like they had him in a limited role.
Okay.
He never started the whole season. They had the backup starting the whole season.
Okay.
He would just come in like nickel packages. But when he did come in, he showed a lot.
Okay.
I think he got the second most quarterback pressures on the team.
Okay, that's actually good.
Yeah. So he actually showed a lot.
Okay.
A little bit of time that he did get.
Okay. All right. The third, actually, y'all had 2 second round picks. Troy Anderson was the inside linebacker out of Montana State.
Gonna be crazy.
Okay, so he's good. Okay, it says his athleticism showed he could play the run well. However, he struggled in coverage. But he did play 17 games. That's actually good. Started 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
Started 5.
So far so good. Okay, so far so good. Okay. The third pick, the first third pick, y'all actually had a deep draft. Desmond Ridder, managed games late in the season, needs more development as a passer. We know that. Another linebacker. Y'all don't need no linebackers ever. Y'all picked linebacker season. Y'all see here. D'Angelo Malone, Western Kentucky. Physical player, needs to add 10 pounds in the offseason. So he's a little bit undersized right now. All right, your running back in the 5th round, y'all didn't have a 4th round pick. Tyler Algier, is that pronouncing his name correctly? Algier, okay, my bad. Like Algeria, okay, I got you. Out of Brigham Young University, highly productive in the run game, picked up his blocking assignments while in the pass game. That sounds solid. Yeah, got a good
Man
running
had
back
over
there.
1,000 yards. I think he had like 1,200 all-purpose yards.
That's that's
And
uh,
1,000
that's an amazing
rushing.
pickup in the
Solid.
fifth round. Another reason why now running backs aren't gonna get paid that first round money because you could pick them up in the fifth round.
Exactly.
They're not looking good for B. John. But
Exactly.
anyway, Justin Schaefer was offensive line. Y'all got two joints back to back from Georgia. Actually smart. Justin Schaefer suffered a high ankle sprain and spent most of the season on the practice squad. That's not good. Okay, hopefully he can bounce back this year. And the
Yeah,
last pick y'all
he'll
got.
be a good backup at best.
Okay. And then John Fitzpatrick was a tight end from Georgia.
Yeah, he's a good blocker. He's a very good run blocker.
Okay.
I know he started the season off hurt, if I ain't mistaken.
And that's
But
crazy because you're right. It says has surgery on both feet, spent the season on IR. Team likes his upside as an inline blocker. So you know your squad, basically. I'll tell you that. You know your damn squad. And that's what's up.
yeah,
Let me see if they go over needs. Actually, they don't. I think the other book goes over needs. It basically just lines up who you guys have starting in this book. So once again, because I know you mentioned in last pod, before we go to the Giants, what are your top three needs in this draft for the Falcons?
right now left guard is at top of the list for me now.
Okay.
Left guard because we don't have a solidified left guard. Like we got Matt Hennessy, he cool, but
Mm.
no promise towards the end of last season. Him and our center Drew Dalman, them two working together, they showed promise.
Okay.
But
What's the second need?
edge rusher, of course.
Edge rush. You mentioned that.
Yeah,
And what's the third?
edge rusher. Corner.
Corner. Okay. Someone beside Terrell. Now, or Terrell, if you however you want to pronounce it. It says here that your starters are AJ Terrell, free safeties Richie Grant. I don't know who that is. Jalen Hawkins is the strong safety. And then your right cornerback is Casey Hayward.
That book got
Backups.
updated.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's probably not updated. Isaiah Oliver.
Yeah, that's way off.
Okay, Mike
He just signed
Ford.
with San Fran.
Okay, so y'all need some depth at corner.
Now
Yeah,
we got AJ, we got Casey Hayward, we got
Yeah.
Mike Hughes. We picked up in free agency.
I
Uh,
like the Mike Hughes. I thought he would have been a starter in the league. That's crazy.
yeah,
I really
we
liked him
picked him
coming
up.
out. Yeah, he's not having as good as a career as we would have thought. I thought he
He
would have been
was in
solid.
Detroit. he was in
Yeah.
Detroit. Change of scenery might give him a little.
It might. Sometimes that does help for people. Detroit's good now, but maybe not. Maybe when he was, it was
Back then,
trash.
nah.
Before Campbell, yeah, because it was horrible. It was horrible. The Caldwell years, it was bad. Okay, so y'all need the cornerback help. I got you, but y'all stacked at at motherfucking linebacker. Another linebacker who's playing better for y'all than he did for us. Y'all picked him up because he was a free agent last year for us. Lorenzo
Lorenzo Carter.
fucking Carter is playing
Yeah.
way better for y'all. Way better. And we just wanted that.
Real quick.
We wanted that potential to be unlocked. It wasn't happening here. So when you mention that sometimes you need a new change of scenery, I think of him because he's flashing for you guys. I was like, where was his name being called for the Giants? Like, we wanted that. This is before
Man had
Kayvon. And it was like, come on, Lorenzo. He got the size
Man had like
and the
he had
speed.
like 2 touchdowns this past season on defense.
Yeah, man. He was making some plays. And, as far as his size and speed, we just wanted him to put it together. But looks like he's putting it together for y'all. So that's good. He wasn't putting it together for us. So y'all straight. Y'all drafted 2 linebackers. And y'all picked up a linebacker in free agency. Y'all straight. Y'all shouldn't be wanting no linebackers. Nah.
Like
Rashawn Evans, Troy Anderson, Lorenzo Carter, and then you got the rookies. Arnold, David Amenia, D'Angelo Malone, Nick Kowalski, and McCall Walker. Maybe some of those are old. Michael, whatever. Yeah, same deal. Now, oh, it says, okay, it does give needs. It's in a corner. It says defensive tackle, cornerback, and wide receiver. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta think about that book was put out before I
Yeah.
think like
I
free
think it
agency
was.
started.
Yeah, I
So
think it
you
was.
gotta think
Yeah.
about it. We done picked up Calais Campbell.
Sure
We
did.
pick up David Onyemata. We done
Mm.
got Caden Ellis, Jesse Bates.
Base is gonna be big. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. It's different needs now. The free agency is done.
but
Let's look at the
that defense,
Giants. Yeah. The defense. What? Go ahead while I'm looking.
that defense, shit, our defense look completely different now. So
Mm.
going into this draft, like we got the option. Like that's why I keep screaming, get Tyree Wilson.
Mm.
If we get Tyree Wilson, put him on that line with Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, and Calais Campbell. He's he's not gonna do nothing but flourish because he got nothing but wisdom around him from all positions, from inside and outside.
True.
He's coming in. He's already what 6'5", 275, 285.
Mm-hmm.
Put him on that line with them boys and have look at him
So
from
so
last year
so
coming off
so
the
Wilson would be
edge.
the pick for you. Tyree Wilson would be, I think at 8. You would go there.
Yeah,
Go D line over any of the corners. Over Joey Porter Jr. Over Witherspoon.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. More impact. Like I said, your line's gonna have more impact than your corner. So you can have a little weaker corners with a better line that's gonna make plays for them in the back end.
This draft is
But I honestly feel that Witherspoon's a better player than Tyree Wilson, but it's a bigger need for you guys. To me, I think Witherspoon's a better player, but you're looking at it saying we
it
need some
matters.
type
Like
of pass rush. Yeah.
if Wilson's not there, then Witherspoon is the pick.
Hey,
The Witherspoon
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
Gonzalez.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of the
Either
two.
or, either or. Right. Yeah, you good.
It don't matter.
Because Gonzalez got that
This year,
size. Yeah, yeah. 8. Yeah, y'all in good position either way. I wouldn't trade back. I would pick talent at the position. Some teams do. You would trade back.
I would trade back at the right price. I would trade back.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
all right.
Break it
Put it
down.
like this.
How far
If you want
back?
to trade back,
How far back?
I wouldn't go past 13, 14.
Okay, all right, we making sense then. You get in the 20s, y'all still need help.
Hell
So I'm
no.
like,
No, I ain't
you
going.
better get
If we
somebody.
if we going back in the 20s, I'm gonna need a first round pick next year.
Next year, exactly. Then it's okay. But yeah, we not
But like
getting
now,
down into the
like
20s for y'all to hop up and get something in the top 8.
yeah,
No.
like nah, I wouldn't trade back.
There's gonna be mad talent that slips. Especially if them bum quarterbacks go that we talked about.
They gonna go.
Not they shouldn't go that high, bro. They shouldn't go top 8.
They
Tripping.
gonna go, bro.
Tripping.
Go.
They tripping.
These teams is dumb. They so
They
worried about
stupid,
today.
bro. It's 3 quarterbacks we already mentioned next year that are gonna be better than the motherfuckers that came out this year. 3. I forgot about Michael Penix. He's first round. At the minimum, middle second round. At the minimum.
Will Sanders, minimum
That's
second.
another one too. You're right. That's 4. That's 4. And then you're not even including your boy who you like, Evers from Texas. Second round.
Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Nah.
He's going before the third round.
Nah.
Watch.
That boy like a 4th round pick. He don't got it together. I'm just saying.
No, hear me.
Oh yeah, okay, we know. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm about to say because I'm like, nah, he ain't it. I like the other quarterback they actually got, and they scrapped it than that guy. Jalen was just To me, he's a one read and run. No, bro, you got Kayshawn there, Booty or whatever.
Pissed.
Pissed.
But
You saw the game. He was like, "What the? You're not even gonna throw me the ball." He was so pissed in that game, and I was like, "How you not throwing him the ball? Like, what are we doing?" Yeah, I
basketball,
seen too many of those plays. He's one read and run. That's not gonna get you too far. If he develops with that team, okay. But from what I saw, no.
you can't say it's not gonna get you too far because Anthony Richardson, bro.
I would
Anthony
say this.
Richardson, bro.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give Richardson some bail, even though he's a Gator. Compared to that dude Jalen Daniels, at least Anthony couldn't get the ball because to the receiver because he's not accurate. But the arm strength's there and the reading is there. His accuracy is just ass. It's in the trash can. On a Madden scale, his accuracy would be like the window would be like this. You know what I mean? That's him. His accuracy needs hella improvement. But at least he did a couple of reads. Jalen, one read. And I'm like, bro, you're not even giving your boy Booty or Booty, whatever, time to get open. And he was open on a couple of them joints. Why he was getting pissed off? It's like, bro, you read a one read and then. All right, man. Yeah, I don't want him. He's nowhere near first or second round. Fuck that guy. That guy was terrible.
I never say first. Me,
Yeah.
honestly, I say fifth, sixth round. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
He's a developmental quarterback. He's Will
He like
Levis.
uh,
Will
nah,
Levis.
he like
He's Will Levis, bro. I know you talking
Tyrod
about.
Taylor.
Nah, Tyrod was way better than this dude. Way better.
Not Tyrod.
Don't do that now. Tyrod can play.
Johnson.
He's one of
Josh
them.
Johnson. Or Josh
Yeah,
Johnson.
Josh Johnson. He's like that. That's him. Yeah, he's third string quarterback type, if that. Or you know what he's like? He's gonna be in the XFL in 2 years. You know, and have to make his way back up. That's what he is. DC Defenders type dude, where it's like, all right, you got some talent, but you didn't put it together while you was in college, and you playing on a Power 5 team. What are you doing, bro? Put it together, or else you're gonna be in the CFL or the XFL. But that's him. F that guy. Anyway, and you had. I don't know, man. He's nice. He's nice. Anyway, we gonna. He was so pissed, and I was like, I feel you, bro. Like,
Bad for my boy. Like, sitting there watching, like, he would have sat on like, bro, what?
people gotta understand, like, when receivers go to LSU, they go in there with a chip on their shoulder because you got your big bros. They come into your game, they support you. Odell gonna give you a little bit of bread. Like, yo, you got a legacy to look up to. It's not even. It's all of them. That's what I'm saying. It's all of them. It's Juice. It's Jay Jettis. It's Chase. Like, they got studs, and they all come back. So you thinking like, damn, my quarterback. Where's my Burrow? He blown. He like, where's my Burrow? Ain't no Burrow coming through that door, bro. But anyway. But yeah, let's talk a little bit. I know Kayshawn was blown, and that's another reason why his stats are so low. Is look who you had thrown to him. It was trash. Look who you had thrown to him. It was so bad. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about these Giants real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. The 22 draft recap, right, for the Giants. Kayvon Thibodeau was the 5th pick. It was okay. We had some misses, though. But Kayvon Thibodeau, I think, was excellent. I liked the fact that they went with the rusher first, and then just said, okay, we're gonna have our pick of whatever the top 3 linemen are, because it was all 3 were on the board. And if you guys don't remember, the Giants picked 5 and 7. I think Carolina was picking 6th. So we knew that, hey, we knew they were going line. So whoever they didn't pick, we were going to pick, basically. And it was like, we're just going to be cool with whoever. So we went Kayvon with the 5th pick. We loved it. It was a great draft moment with the Make-A-Wish kid who had I think a heart transplant, if I'm not mistaken. And he was amped up. Kayvon was amped up. It was a great pick. he was getting held a lot in the season. I felt the end of the season is when he really hit his stride. When people started seeing, oh, he's got some burst and he's getting to the quarterback. So I love the Kayvon pick. We needed a rusher for years. I remember the year we picked Daniel Jones, and I was pissed because I wanted Josh Allen, the rusher from Kentucky. And we picked because the Raiders passed on him and picked Clelin Ferrell, and I was like, oh my god, they didn't pick Allen. I said, oh, he's there, and we spent the sixth pick on Daniel Jones, which I was blown about. But anyway, and then yeah, I wasn't happy. But anyway, Evan Neal, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I love the Evan Neal pick. I felt he had by as far as the tackles, I felt he had the worst season out of those three tackles that went in the first round. The top 10. Because if you guys didn't remember, it was Icky and it was Cross. Cross went to Seattle, and I didn't want Cross, but he's good. But I just didn't want him. I didn't know too much about him. I knew about the two guys. I knew Evan Neal. I watched him play at Alabama. And then, of course, we knew about Icky because Icky was just that African ox. He's a strong dude. And Carolina got a good pick with Icky. So it worked out.
I actually wanted the other tackle that Seattle drafted.
Oh, they picked another one? Oh, okay. I didn't know they went double. Yeah, but that's the thing. It was weird. I don't know. Seattle was odd. Yeah, Seattle was odd because why didn't they do that when they had Russ? Russ's lines had been ass, and they wait till he's gone to actually draft line. Like, they needed that for years. I don't know. Right? Don't that sound weird? It's like, bro, he's been on the line for years, and y'all actually did it when he leave. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Second round pick was Wan'Dale Robinson. I thought he was too small. Remember, the Giants we already had at this point. We had Tony and we had Sterling Shepard. I was like, why'd you pick Wan'Dale when Wan'Dale is 5'9"? Not doubting his skill. He was the Mr. Kentucky as far as a national football player. Like, for you to be top in your state, that says something. Even if it's Kentucky, right? But top in your state means something. So I was like, damn, but we already got that receiver. That's the thing. I was like, man, that's the only knock. When he flashed, he got injured. Hopefully he can do better and staying healthy. A lot of our receivers going to be in the same boat. I like when he showed when he was healthy, though. Joshua Ezeudu, North Carolina. Another one of those stocky African dudes. I'm hoping he's a guard. We got him in the third round. I'm hoping he can come into a starting position because we lost. We lost, I think, Feliciano. And we lost, Gates. He went to the Commanders. So he's now, yeah. So I'm hoping we had two guards drafted in this draft, one in the third, one in like the sixth. I'm hoping that Joshua can actually get into the starting lineup. We need him. You know what I mean? We need him. And honestly, he can't have a worse season than Neal did. And Neal licked his lumps. So I'm hoping that, he can be in there, and because we need some guard play. Similar to how you guys were saying, you need guard play. We drafted a guard. Let's get him in there. I mean, third round pick. You can get some starters out the third round. So Cordell Flott, LSU corner. I've seen him get toasted a lot. I'm guessing if we don't go corner in this draft, remember I told you last pod, to get you guys a reminder, I said I wanted us to go center, in no order, by the way. Center, receiver, corner, in any order. Top three picks need to be in those three categories, though. We got Cordell Flott. I think he was burnt toast last year. I'm hoping he licks his chops, studies the tape, and gets better because he was getting toasted. He played at LSU, but he wasn't like a dynamic player like Stingley or nothing like that. He was basically he was the opposite of Stingley, though. Yeah. So, of course, to me the best pick, besides Thibodeau, was my boy Daniel Bellinger. The last draft book I got, when I'm reading from my draft book, they had him as a 13th ranked tight end, but they had him as the best blocking tight end. And I think that's another. I think that's another reason why we drafted him is one, we needed line help. So if he stays in, he's the best out of the bunch. But he surprised me with his catch, his pass catching, and that was his knock in the book. The book was saying he's awful at pass catching, but he's basically another lineman.
He wasn't used in that
He wasn't
fashion.
used because he made some good touchdowns, some good passes from Daniel Jones all through the season. Wait, I was like, what? How was he the worst? Like he was actually catching, and then for you to notice as a Falcons fan says a lot. You was like, oh no, he good. I'm like, yeah, he was actually good, and I didn't expect that much from him. I didn't expect that much from him. So he actually did good. I love that pick. He came back from the eye injury because remember his eye was hanging from out of his socket. He started wearing the visor. It was a nasty eye poke, you know.
I seen that shit.
It was nasty.
I
But
forget it.
tight end, I think he's a starter. And I still think he's a starter because we can use the double tight end set with him and Waller. Like you don't have to lose playing time just because we got Waller. Waller could play receiver. We have no big receivers. He can line up as receiver. We've seen Kelsey. We've seen Dallas Goddard. We've seen George Kittle all line up at the X or Y position and catch some passes. We've seen it. You guys
Every
do it
team
with
does.
Pitts. Every team
Every
does it.
team does.
So is Daniel can still get those plays in because you showed some potential last season. I like that pick. The second fourth round pick, I think it was a bust, and that was Dane Belton. He was injured. He's a safety
I drafted him.
out of Iowa. Yeah, we drafted Dane Belton, and I feel he didn't show enough for me. He was playing in those three the safety package, the three safety package. But you want to know who was beating him out? Tony Jefferson. And Tony Jefferson is like a 13-year veteran. Like, you got to show something,
Man,
Dane
long
Belton.
in the tooth.
Long in the tooth. It's like, come on, bro. He was brought over from Baltimore. And I'm like, all right, Dane, it was a rookie season. You got to show something because it's open right there. Remember, we lost Love. Love left. He was our starting safety, and he was a team captain. So it's either going to be Belton playing strong safety, or they're going to move Landon Collins back to safety. And then we already know what's going to happen there. He has some difficulties in deep coverage, but he's great in the box. He's great on the blitz. So it's like, what are we doing there? You know what I mean? So if Dane, remember we drafted a safety. So if Dane is a good pick, he's got to prove it in year two. Right now, it's a dud. I didn't like what he offered. Especially, remember, Love was hurt a little bit, and then McKinney was hurt. Dane started those games, by the way, because we didn't get Landon Collins till the second half of the season. We didn't have him in the first half. He was still a free agent. So I don't like that pick. Micah McFadden was an inside linebacker. He's just a guy. He did play a lot, but he's just a guy. You know, he's limited as far as speed goes, but he's an inside box linebacker. But Bobby Okerke is now in there, so Micah's not gonna get any playing time because that's Bobby's position, Bobby O. So DJ Davison, he's practice squad player. Marcus McKeithen is the other guard we got from North Carolina. So we got both the North Carolina guards basically that started with the dude who's the guy starting in Washington, Sam Howell.
It's Sam Howell.
So both his guards are on the Giants. One's on a practice squad, the other one's supposedly starting. And then the last one is Darian Beavers, and he was basically out of Cincinnati. He went down with an ACL injury, so we haven't really seen anything from him. So I'm gonna say that the draft was definitely more miss than hit. I'm gonna be harsh grading because the boys from I can't even get across the river, across the fucking stadium, knocked their draft out. And both those teams had 2 top 10 picks. That's the only season we're ever going to be able to say that. The Jets had 2 top 10 picks. The Giants had 2 top 10 picks. Their picks did way better than the Giants. Even though we went further, their picks performed better. And that's what I'm saying. You can both can exist at the same time. Yeah. And that's what happened. We went further, but I'm gonna just go through their picks real quick because we was gushing. It was like, damn, their first 4 picks, money. All right.
All of
Ahmad
them.
Garner, rookie of the year, basically. Yeah. Garrett Wilson, having a true playmaker of our receiver is something the Jets haven't had in over a decade. Stud. Jermaine Johnson, showed flashes on the edge. He should only grow. Shit. And then fucking Brees Hall in the second round. Injuries throughout the season, but when he was on the field, he was looking like a number one running back, and he
I
was.
forgot they got
Yeah, I'm
Brees Hall
telling
in
you,
Philly.
in the first half of the season, he was cooking. And I was like,
Yeah,
cooking, bro. Brees was cooking. Yeah.
that nigga came in like Michael Carter. Who?
Yep.
This is my position.
And cooked. And he was the number one running back since day one in that damn offensive system. I was like, damn. So their first four picks were all pro basically, but besides the injury, it's crazy. Yeah. The third pick, the fourth pick, third round though, Jeremy Ruckert from Ohio State. I still think he can
Love him at
develop.
tight end.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I liked him
Got
at tight end.
potential.
Yeah, he didn't put it together in the first season, but I loved his tape at Ohio State. I loved his tape. So for them to get him too, you can have 5 picks starters from the last draft alone, bro. That's value. Like, come on, we would only want our team to do that, and the Jets did it. 5 fucking picks. They had 2 picks in the fourth round. Max Mitchell out of Louisiana Lafayette. They said he was solid, but he had a season-ending injury due to blood clots. So I'm hoping maybe I don't know if that's sickle cell related, but that sucks. Yeah. Yeah. So and then the fourth pick, the last pick was Michael Clemens out of Texas A&M. He says steady, consistent, and productive in his rookie season. Showed plenty of potential. You want to notice that with the Jets, even though they only had 7 picks, they had no fifth, sixth, or seventh round picks. So you don't really need those picks anyway. But all of their picks showed potential. That's something that we're missing from the Giants. We had about 10 picks last season, and only half really showed potential. A lot of duds. And the Jets had no duds. That says a lot, man.
I think every team went that right there. I
Mm-hmm.
wish. I wish.
I wish, man. I wish.
I mean, we've been
To me,
drafting
that was the
a
best
little
pick.
better as of late.
Yeah. That is not this. Like, this was a master class, bro.
That was a flawless.
Yeah, a flawless draft. Yeah, flawless. Even the tight end at the end.
You can put it.
If they show anything on special teams, they still a win. Like starting corner, check. Starting wide receiver, check. Starting DN, check. Starting running back, check. Starting tight end, check. Yeah, I'm hoping the Giants do something similar. But it was a fantastic draft for the Jets. To me, I was like this. I wouldn't have went Wandale Robinson in the second round. I would have went best player available because we lacked talent. That's why we got drum rolled by Philly twice. They were talented with free agency and a good draft, and free agency again because AJ Brown, and we had no talent. Like I would not have went Wandale, even though receiver was a need. His size, you gotta match it up. You know how we do. If we pick the big 6'7" dude in the draft, boom, there you go. Was available. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think of, you can't just have too much of a certain type. And the Giants are running into that. No. Like, you gotta put it together. It's like, and I feel the Giants can learn from the Jets, even though we went further. Because a lot of people's like, who are the Jets? They didn't even make the playoffs. We get it, bro. But their draft was amazing and put them in position to make the playoffs. Just their quarterback is a dickhead. That's all it is. Total dickhead. Because with that talent,
What a solid quarterback on that team. That's a playoff bound team.
easy.
Easily.
Easy.
Crazy.
So yeah, man. It says our 3 needs is receiver, cornerback, and inside linebacker. Now, Remember, the book is it's old. This book, even though it came out in April, it's probably like early March is when they got all this information. Right before free agency. They're not considering that we picked up Bobby O as an inside linebacker. So yeah. So we don't really need linebacker like that no more. But we do need center because also this book doesn't realize that Nick Gates is no longer the starting center and Feliciano. Fuck. So it's like, okay, we need to be able to get him in. Yeah. Yeah, we need some O-line help because I don't like the guys that we got. We got right now left guard is Ben Bredelson. He's okay. And then Mark Glowinski. I like Mark Glowinski at the right guard. We still need help.
He's a solid rotational player. Like,
He's a rotational guy.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
That's about it.
that's about it. Anyway, our tight ends are a lot better. Starters gonna be Bellinger. We're good there. Receivers, ass. I don't like them. Yeah, I don't like them. None of these
But you
guys.
also, but you also got to factor in Darren Waller and your receiving options
Oh,
as well.
100%. 100%. And especially in the first couple games when he's going to be there, when he's not going to be injured, he should be cooking. 100%. That's what I want to see the Giants come out hot because it's before injuries. We know injuries is going to happen. It's a cold weather team. They never really stay healthy like that. They need multiple dudes in there, but Waller is a great pickup, especially for a third round pick. Like he should have been a second round pick. Let's be honest, man. Teams would have been like, let me get that. Easy money.
He could have went for a late first round pick.
Because when he's healthy, he's that. Yeah. When he's
Top
healthy,
five.
he's top 5 in his position. And that's facts. So yeah, I mean, that was a great pickup. And he's only 30. He just got married. That matures you. His wife is a stud WNBA player. I'm thinking all that kind of matures into, all right, let's try to win something. Now the folks on our team got playoff experience. That's something that we couldn't say at all. Hey, you know what I mean? So
And he playing with a chip on his shoulder because he know he's top five in his position. He got traded for a third round
a
pick.
third round pick. You got that's another way people not factoring in and look at it like that too. Is like players know. Players know. I'm only down because I was injured. And remember, injuries happen. Same thing with Saquon. I'm really that guy. These injuries kind of fucked me up. But let me show you that I'm still that guy. And I got my ankle unchecked. Same thing with Waller. But so I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on that. But I still feel we need to draft better. This was Shane's first draft, Joe Shane, and I feel he had some misses. It was a lot of picks, and unless they pan out this year, I'm gonna be looking at the 2022 draft funny. Just straight up, I'm gonna be looking funny because you're right. We could have got Christian Watson, who's 6'4" and a stud, and he was a stud in college. That's the thing. Even though it was Division II, they're the best team in Division II. You got to look at that.
And he got speed.
Yeah,
So,
like those guys are going to be fringe great players because they're on the best team in Division II for years. You don't mess with North Dakota State. They're going to be good. Like they play in the championship series every year, so they're going to be good. That guard that went out of North Dakota, what's his name, Rants or whatever his name was. I know you know his name. He's good.
The dude that went to Denver.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You gotta look. Something like that. I thought it was like the Rents or something, but whatever. Anyway, maybe I'm thinking of a J. I'm talking about Rents. But anyway, but it's some dude, lineman that's out of North Dakota that got drafted along with Watson. And I knew Watson was going to be good because he's 6'4", 205. And you seen that second half of the season, he started cooking with Rodgers. And I was like, he always had that.
They catch on.
Yeah, it takes time. Takes time.
especially with a quarterback like Rodgers.
Yeah. So I want something like that. I want um if Waller's gonna be our big receiver, I'm cool with that because I love our tight end as it is. I like our little backup tight ends too. I think they're cool. So I'm cool with that. If you're gonna make Waller, and like I said, I looked it up. I didn't realize when Waller came into the NFL he was a receiver. They moved him to tight end, so I didn't know that. I was like, oh, you got experience, okay. Well, let's spin that block again. I didn't know. His first couple seasons, he was a receiver. So I'm like, cool. Let's run that back again. You could be the big receiver I've been bitching about. I'm cool with that. And let's get your wife, Miss Plum. Let's get her over to the Liberty too. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. But anyway, so if the Giants are doing that, I think we're in good position. I just watched their playoff victory over Uncle Rico's Vikings. Closer game than I remember. I just know we won. And yeah, and I watched the last play of that game. What the fuck was Kirk Cousins doing? Why'd you throw the route, the little under route to Hawkinson, I think it was, right? And he was like 4 or 5 yards off the first down. When it's fourth down. Why'd you do that?
What would you expect? What would you? What more would you expect from Kirk Cousins?
We need to get Rico on the pod because I gotta ask him. What the fuck was that like? You didn't even give him a chance. He didn't give him a chance. It was Kirk Cousins being Kirk Cousins. It was weird, bro. I liked it, but I was also thinking as far as a football fan, why'd you check down? Why not throw the Jay Jettas or at least Thielen? Or Rager. You got bum ass Rager. Don't throw it underneath. Yeah. Look, they had the ball last. They could have easily tied that game up. But you got to make plays. They turned the ball over on downs. All right, Minnesota. You guys are jokes, man. What are you doing? It was weird. Like I said, I just watched that game again, and I was like, they did that? Why would you? I don't know, man. It was weird. Anyway, Giants did good. That was good talking about this draft. Let's do it. Let's do a mock. Let's do a mock. Let's do a mock, man. We're gonna do a mock. This is, like I said, me and Joe, we get together. We get together. oh, can you see this? Cause fuck this shit. I know it's gonna be kind of odd. I know, and it's backwards too. What does that say?
Will Levis #1.
I almost threw this book in the trash and burned it. Cause I'm like, first of all, like I said, it's before because they got Indianapolis taking them, and of course Carolina traded up to the pick, right? Because they had this Indianapolis trading up, but in reality, Carolina did. Okay, these motherfuckers got Will Levis going #1. What kind of dumb shit is that? Listen, if he goes 34, I'm okay. Anything in the second round. Same thing I would have said with Daniel Jones. I still think we shouldn't have picked him in the fucking first round because I don't think any other team was taking him that high. No. But if we got him in the second round, hey, okay, let's work with it. We still got Eli. I'd have been cool. It's where he went that pissed me off. There was so much talent there that we fucking passed because of this. All right, let me check. All right, man. He got his money. And he won us some games last year. I just didn't like where he was drafted at all. No way. I don't like it. And I'm going to be the same way with Will Levis. I was the same way with Baker Mayfield. I think he won the Heisman. He's got some talent. Is he the top overall pick? Fuck no. No. He's been on 4 teams. I want to make it clear. 4
times.
Bro, Cincinnati, Carolina, LA Rams, and now the Bucks. All right, man. You got it. All right, so let's do this. It's crazy, man. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. All right, so let's do this quick mock. Right now, the Carolina Panthers have the #1 overall pick. People are saying it's got to be a quarterback. There is 3 quarterbacks I have in mind. Of course, bum ass Will Levis is not one of them. If they do like how this book did and pick Will Levis, I'm thinking it's going to be a bigger gaffe than Trayvon Walker last year. Because at least that had, I would say this, since it's a D lineman, we were thinking, all right, if he puts it together, he's way heavier than Kayvon and Hutchinson. So maybe they're looking at it from that angle. Maybe. And remember, they already had Josh Allen, who's a top 7 picks. He went right after us. Bum asses took. We took Jones and they took Josh Allen. Kill me. But who do you think Chicago's going with the number 1 overall pick?
Carolina. If Carolina going Bryce Young. I'm gonna go
Okay.
Bryce Young.
Go Bryce Young. I'm thinking it's still going to be C.J. Stroud. I'm hearing it might be Anthony Richardson.
I'm hearing it might be Anthony Richardson.
That's what you told me to. I'm putting your cues that you got me in. Shout out to the the Gibbs Ramsey. Anyway. Okay. So if they go with either of those, fuck it. But it should not be Will Levis. That's all I'm trying to say. It should not be. I don't know who the veteran quarterback is in Carolina right now. It's slipping my brain. I don't know what the veteran they bought, and they had to bring in a veteran because they let Baker go and they let dude go. It better not be PJ Washington. Okay, so if Andy plays, I'm cool with that. They're gonna be trash anyway. Let Andy play.
That's why I said it's probably gonna be Richardson because he's not gonna be.
That's cool. I'm cool. If you're going with all talent, Andy can play. He's a serviceable. He's not gonna win you games. He's gonna be, and that's what Carolina's gonna be.
Winning games.
But people gotta realize too, they didn't bring back the black coach Wilkes, I think it was, but Carolina was 1 game out of being in the playoffs. They were 1 game. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. That changes a lot. I know, but I know it's bad. I understand you. You're right. All the teams are it's pretty bad, but they were 1 game out, and they changed it up. They said we got a better coach coming in, Frank Reich, right? Okay. I still would. I like the way them boys played with Wilkes. I would have went with Wilkes. I think Wilkes is now D coordinator on some team, which is good for him. But they were dead in the water, and then they started when they had a little winning streak. And that's what I'm trying to say is you got to. Same thing with the Raiders. Remember 2 years ago, Raiders had a winning streak and was about to. I think they either went to the playoffs or they were right out the playoffs, and it was with the coach, the Mexican coach, and everyone loved him. And then they went with Josh McDaniels because you know why, the bullshit. When they should have just sucked with the coach because the players were playing for him. And before I get back on Carolina, Joe, look at what players do when they want to play for a coach. We're seeing it in Detroit. We're seeing it. The Raiders had that.
A lot of different places. Like
Okay.
Detroit.
Yeah, that's the big one. Oh, Miami. Listen, because before the damn concussions, Miami was killing motherfuckers. And people seem to forget. They were killing people. Man, they were killing the league. It was like, holy crap. Tua was throwing that ball deep.
And they couldn't do nothing with it.
Nothing with it. Because they basically got 2 number 1s. Waddle can play. And we already know Tyreek nasty.
I had this discussion with Bobby for the first half of the season because I'm like,
bro, they were cooking. People forgot. People forgot. Tua was doing it, bro. Oh, man, all right. So you're right. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot myself. But McDaniels in his first season was actually making an impact. They were not playing like the same old Dolphins. No. They were playing like the fucking St. Louis Rams back in the day when they had Holt and Bruce. That's what they were playing there. So Tua, you just turn the curve on all of a sudden. What is that? What are we doing here? That's what they were doing. I'm telling you, they had a stretch where they were killing. They were number 1 in the league in scoring. All right. So Indianapolis, I think they go Stroud. But if they go Young, it's great. I'm not, like I said, if Young was 2 inches, I'm not even gonna give him 3. If Young was 2 inches taller, he would be the consensus number one. Because his what he did at Alabama is better than what Stroud did at Ohio State. Stroud's 6'3", Bryce is 5'10".
But then
5'10", sub 200 too. That's another thing you got to think about it. Because if you like Russell Wilson, 5'11", 215, and he looks it, then that's one thing. You 190 at 5'11", playing quarterback, bro? I don't know. I don't know, bro.
need to give him 190, bro.
Oh, see, that's you're not even
I
pushing
know you
190,
seen that
bro.
picture of him standing next to Kyler Murray.
I haven't seen that picture. I have not, and that's crazy.
It's a
Whoa.
picture of him standing next to Kyler
And
Murray.
he looks smaller than Kyler.
He's smaller than Kyler.
He's smaller than Kyler. Wow. See, yeah, that's another thing. Can I steal a little bit of that?
Like,
That's cool.
like
You drinking juice? Wow.
Kyler, he got some size to him. Like,
Yeah.
he built like a little running back for real.
Yeah. He actually put on the weight and kept it.
Him look like a high school child.
Wow. That's not good. So either of those picks for Carolina, they got to start. They like I said, and you don't have to throw them out there because you got Andy Dalton. I like that pickup. Andy knows that. Andy's now knowing that division too. That because he was right there in New Orleans, so he knows it a little bit. I don't think it's gonna take him that far. He's a stopgap guy, but that's perfect. Anyway,
He ain't got no receivers. I ain't worried about that.
okay. So whoever doesn't go to Carolina, I'm thinking Houston's gonna take number 2 in the draft. Houston. If this was yours, since you got Bryce Young going number 1, then this is where I think C.J. Stroud goes, number 2. So they're gonna flip flop. Like I think those two quarterbacks going 1 and 2, however you want to do it. Both teams need help. Number 3, Arizona. Now, I've seen them take 3 different players, all on defense. So, in your mock draft, number 3, Arizona. I would think they want to trade down, but we're not going to do no trades. I would think they want to trade down on draft day. But who do you think they're going to take?
Jalen Carter.
Okay. And this book right here has the big boy. They got a picture of him and everything. They got them taking Jalen Carter. Now, I feel Jalen's going to slide a couple. I think he's going to be in the little green room, and they're going to keep showing him. They're going to show him on the phone. I think he's going top 10, but I don't think he's going in the top 5. I'm thinking the racing thing when his man got killed, I'm thinking that's going to affect him. Similar to how Lermy Tunzel in that draft, because his stepfather showed him with the mask bong, and teams just was like, fuck it, we're out. And then he rebounded because, he just signed his big contract with the Texans. He's back there. He's got 2 big contracts now with the Texans. It worked out for him. But I feel he's going to slide the same way Tunzel slid. And yeah, but you got him going number 3 to Arizona. I have Arizona taking our boy, baby LT, Will Anderson, with the 3rd pick. I'm thinking that the guy they picked at linebacker from Clemson, Isaiah something. Yeah, Isaiah. We know him. I think Will is going to have the production they wanted out of Isaiah. That's what Will Anderson is going to do in Arizona. I think he could start on all 32 teams. I think he's ready right now. I think he's the most pro-ready player in the draft. And I feel he was like that since his freshman year. Yeah. I
can agree with that.
I think every year he produced, I feel those boys that went last year, he was better than. He was a true sophomore. I feel he was better than all them Alabama boys or the Georgia boys and Alabama boys that went last year. I think he's better than all of them. I think he would have been a top 5 pick last year. That's how good Will Anderson is. Yeah.
My only thing with that is like you kind of know if he go to Arizona, he gonna play him out of position. So,
Yeah.
because
Now
they don't know how to
I'm with
use
you
defensive players.
100%. Yeah, and Jonathan Gannon is asshat. I'm with you. I don't want him to go there. I feel it's a no brainer for him going there though. If he's there, I feel his upside's greater than Jalen Carter. I feel he has no
That
holes to his game,
I see.
none.
That I won't argue with, but
Yeah.
only reason why I went with Carter is
Mm-hmm.
because they need the defensive lineman help.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. They need everything. I mean, they're fucked.
Yeah, and at the
Arizona's
same
ass.
time, that linebacker edge
Mm.
rusher hybrid type
Will
thing got
benefit
that
better if that defensive lineman is there. I'm with you. I'm
yeah.
with you. It
So
opens up lanes for the
got
dude to get there.
Isaiah,
For Isaiah something to get
yeah,
there. Yeah, I'm with you. It makes sense. I feel
Isaiah Simmons. That's
there
his
you go,
name.
Simmons. Because I wanted him on the Giants. Like I thought he was gonna be nasty, but they don't play him in position.
Then they also got Xavier Collins too at linebacker.
Who's good too. I have zero confidence in their coach putting it together because he didn't do it in Philly. He was the let's keep it a buck. You know what? No, fuck that. Because I follow a lot of Eagles content creators, and I still feel like they don't put it enough. Motherfucking Jonathan Gannon is the reason they lost that Super Bowl. It wasn't motherfucking Hurts. It wasn't Miles Sanders not showing up,
That
even
was
though he
Justin.
didn't show up. It wasn't AJ Brown. It wasn't a Slim Reaper. No. This was Jonathan fucking Gannon not being a competent defensive coordinator. But since he looks a certain way, he's not going to get the flack. There's no way he should have. It is no way he should have got the motherfucking job at Arizona. Period. Especially over Eric Bieniemy. No fucking way. Because Eric Bieniemy coached circles around this dude in the same game, bro. You got to remember, these two went up against each other. It was Bieniemy's offense against Gannon's defense, was it not? Who shined? They didn't stop him not once in the second half. There was no adjustments.
With a broken down Pat Mahomes.
With one leg, bro.
One
All
leg.
right, man. And you,
All for Perky. All
yeah,
for Perky.
he was off some naprosat and motherfucking yeah, he was on some yeah, and he went out super high, and you couldn't adjust. Listen, Gannon was the reason they lost. Arizona's winning like 3, maybe 4 games this season. Whoever goes there, I'm praying for them because they're gonna be trash, and that's what it's gonna be. They're gonna be trash. Yeah, and that's.
From any major
I don't think it's gonna be him because I'm thinking some team's gonna pass on him. I don't think because of the injury where someone
Think about
died.
it. He going from basically being the number one overall pick. Cause you gotta remember, at one point in time, he was
Yeah,
slated to go number one overall.
Carter can play. I'm thinking like this, Joe. We've seen people slide. Every draft, by the way, there's someone who slides that stays in the room a little longer than they thought. This year, all signs are true. That's deserved. This is the total Will Levis slander stream. Yeah,
I hate that.
but I feel he's so garbage. Anyway, but I feel Carter going number 3. I feel there's going to be teams and there's going to be owners. You got to think about it. Remember, these teams are ran by owners, right? There's going to be owners that says, "Oh no, we don't want that black kid there." That his friend died and he was out there racing, going above the speed limit, breaking the law because that's what it is. Even though at 21, 22 years old, that's what the fuck we doing. Anyway, there's going to be owners. 60, 70-year-old owners, billionaire owners that says, no, we're not going to do that. Okay. You go ahead and bring it up there too. Yeah, mine's in the microwave till I'm done. Yeah, thank you. Got that big corn in the carb. Anyway, I'm thinking there's going to be owners that shy away from it. They're like, nah. And that's going to prevent him from going number 3 where he should go into going in the top 10. There's going to be 1 or 2 owners that pass. Now, it may not be Arizona. You're right. But I'm thinking Arizona's going to be like Jalen Carter, Will Anderson. Off the field issues.
He's going back to back. He's
Yes,
going.
I'm with you. They're going
I'm
back
with
to
you.
back. So we're gonna do it again. So I'm with you. I'm with you. So we can agree right there. They're definitely going back to back. Who's next? Who's next? Picking. Let me see. You're right. You're 100% right. So I think this is what Indianapolis, right? Yeah, Indianapolis picking here. They might not go back to back. Now, Arizona's picking here. Indianapolis is number 4. I'm thinking Indy's going quarterback, bro.
Yeah, they going quarterback.
I'm thinking they're going quarterback. So we already know the top 2 guys is off the board unless something crazy happens and one of them pick Richardson. Now, for Delano's sake, I always think of our boy, and it's your brother. Do not fucking go Will Levis here. Indy. Look, I know your owner don't give a fuck. He's a playboy. He be flexing on the Pat McAfee show. Listen, I understand you're a billionaire and you don't give a she be on them white girl slopes. Let me tell you, he don't give a fuck. Let me tell you though, you need to give a fuck about this pick. This dude, listen, he's not Andrew Luck. He's not Matt Ryan. Those quarterbacks are leagues better than this guy. I just listen. Do not pick Will Levis with the top 4 pick. Do not. If you trade back and do it, fuck it. Get some more stuff for your team. But if you pick Will Levis here,
If you trade back, just take Hendon Hooker.
I'm thinking the injury. He is. I'm thinking the injury is going to have Hendon going in the top of the 2nd round. That's just what I'm thinking. But we may be wrong.
Past New Orleans in the first round. He's not getting past.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Look, New Orleans is married to Derek Carr for 3 years. You gotta. It's a 3-year contract, bro. So, all right. And remember, quarterbacks play till like the 40 now. But all right, I'm with you. I love Hendon, but I think the injury, not the play. I'm thinking the injury is gonna knock him down a little bit. And we've seen it happen in every draft. All right? Listen. Indy. I'm thinking they're taking Anthony Richardson, number 4 overall. That's in my mock draft. What are you saying? Number 4, Indianapolis Colts.
For us, yeah. In real life, they're going to go Will Levis.
Okay, so you got them going Will Levis. And we both think that's a fucking mistake. What are we doing? Anyway. Oh, yeah.
Look who's the head coach.
I know. I actually like, look, I like Steichen more than I like Gannon. Steichen can coach. I think Will Levis is a big-ass mistake. If they went Richardson, I think Steichen can say, all right, we pulled together Hurts to making him a damn MVP candidate. Give me a couple seasons with Richardson, and let me see if I can at least do half of that. If he tries to do that with Will Levis, he's going to be without a job in 3 years. That's what I'm trying to say. 2, I'm thinking it's so much bust potential. You got to mitigate that risk and take him in the 2nd round. Then it's like, okay, we'll take a flyer on him. But 1st round, he showed you nothing that makes him a 1st round 0. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm not doing it. But okay. But you have Indy going with Hooker. Rest in peace, Leno. This is a terrible pick. I mean, not Hooker, my bad. You mean Levis. It's a terrible pick. Fucking terrible. All right. Yeah, that's right there. We're laughing. We're just laughing. The draft is going to be funny. It's gonna be,
I'm taking a shot.
I ain't going to celebrate. I'm pouring out one for Leno. I'm pouring one out. I don't want him to go through that. He don't deserve that. Oh, come on, man. I'm like, damn, Leno, shit.
You better be at my house. Extra,
see, this their brother talk. This terrible, brother. You want to see it burn? Okay. That's crazy, man. I hope they don't do that. All right. Seattle is the 5th pick. Who do you have Seattle taking with the number 5th pick in the 2023 NFL draft?
Will Anderson going to Arizona.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter going to Seattle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. You see where we had that lined up. Now remember, in your draft, Carter went to and I think you said Arizona picking Carter, right? Yeah, in my draft, it was I picked Anderson. So this is what they'll flip. You know what I mean? This is what they'll flip. Whoever doesn't go to Arizona, I'm thinking is going to Seattle. They need help. They need help on that defensive line. They cool elsewhere. You got two stud receivers. Geno's back to Geno from West Virginia. You're okay. But you need some defensive line help. They need some offensive line help too. So if they went, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they took a flyer on Paris Johnson from Ohio State, I wouldn't be mad. He would have to be playing right tackle maybe, but because they already got Cross, but they still need offensive line help. Geno is not Russell Wilson as far as scrambling.
Lucas at right tackle.
Okay, they got Lucas then. Okay, all right, cool.
They got Cross and Lucas. So
I'm just saying, for years their line been ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. All right. All right. So for me, I've got them going two ways. Well, yeah, actually, we already discussed it. Yeah. If whoever Arizona don't pick, then they'll go. The other person will go to Seattle. So that's fine. Yeah. I was gonna go another lineman, but Will Anderson's better and Jalen Carter's better. That's where I think they're going. All right. Number 6, Detroit Lions. Who do you have them taking? Detroit.
They can probably go Paris Johnson or Peter Skoronski.
Okay. I disagree with that.
Or a corner.
That's where I'm going. One of those corners going to joints because they already got CJ Garner Johnson, right? They got Garner Johnson. And didn't they take one of those corners from Cincinnati or something? Those safeties? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, they got buddy that never lived up to the hype from Ohio State. Can't think of his name.
Ward, right? Was it Ward? No, Ward's with Cleveland. They got the other guy from Ohio State. Yeah, I know what you're talking. I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name because he's ass. Because he's buns. Okay, they're trying to rebuild that defense. So I'm thinking they're either going. This book has them taking Christian Gonzalez. I think that's a good pick. I think Joey Porter Jr. But because Joey got the size, but you know who's better than both of them niggas? Witherspoon. This is where you take Witherspoon, and I think Witherspoon fits that nasty temperament that Dan Campbell is trying to build in Detroit. Even more than Christian Gonzalez. Witherspoon, top 6 right now. Give me Witherspoon. Give me Witherspoon. Because you got CJ Garner Johnson can play safety or corner. Remember, he was a corner in New Orleans. Safety just in Philly. That was his first season ever playing safety, but he led the league in picks. That says a lot. So you get him on a 1-year, $8 million deal. That's super cheap. You bring in Witherspoon to be that enforcer. Now you cooking with something. Now you trying to take over that division. Now you got someone that's gonna go up against Jay Jettis. They don't got no one like that right now. I'm just saying. Witherspoon gonna be cooked a little bit, but he gonna take his lumps though. He gonna take his lumps. Whatever.
Yeah,
so
everybody gotta take their lumps.
Everybody gotta take their lumps. You know what I'm saying? Jay Jettis gonna do him dirty, but other than that, he gonna be cooking. All right. Number 7, Las Vegas Raiders. They got a lot of holes. They lost a few. So you think they going quarterback? Okay. Now, this book, of course, had them taking C.J. Stroud. We both have C.J. Stroud going in the top 2. Fuck that. I'm thinking here is where Levis could go. I'm thinking because of the Gump coach who's trash, McDaniels.
It's a perfect marriage.
It's a perfect marriage. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I feel bad for our boy Josh Jacobs. I love Josh Jacobs. I think he's a scrappy, good running back. I feel he's going to be wasted in Las Vegas because they.
Adams gonna be the most pissed off.
Yo, that's right. I hope they trade him. I hope they trade him, man. He's you don't like him? You don't like Devontae?
Do not like that man.
Really? What happened? Why?
I don't know.
No,
I just don't like them. I
okay.
just don't like them. Like,
Hey, you got your players you don't like. You really don't like them.
right.
Yo,
It's
what's
like
going on, X? You said McDaniels is trash. McDaniels is ass. What's going on, X?
ass.
McDaniels is so
Ass.
ass. He's so bad. So I'm thinking Will Levis at number 7. Yeah. Truth. Hey, yo. Yo, I'm glad you agree, X. Because, yeah, McDaniels is some ass candy, and he's going to be his ass quarterback. What's his name? Jimmy Garoppolo's going to be the stopgap. But if he gets injured, then they're going to just supplement Levis in. Yeah, and
When
go
he
from
get
there.
injured.
Yeah, when he get injured, exactly. So I'm thinking number 7 just a perfect fit. Gump McDaniels, Gump Levis. He's going. That's where it goes. And then they're gonna be last place in that division anyway. So I mean, well, second to last because Denver's still terrible, but at least they got a better coach in Peyton. Even though I know you don't like Peyton, but yeah, way better coach than Josh McDaniels. How the fuck did Josh McDaniels get another job? What do we? All right, man. Whatever. How? How? Oh, McDaniels is so bad. He's always been bad. Yes, it sure is. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Like, oh, he's so bad.
Telling me Josh McDaniels got a head coaching job before Eric Bieniemy.
How? It's comical at this point. It's no way. Oh man, he's so bad. Okay, all right, that's L.A. man. I'm not in L.A. but Las Vegas. I feel bad for Josh Jacobs. I feel bad for Devontae Adams. I feel bad for what's his name from Clemson. Hunter Renfro. I feel bad, man. Like, anyway. Number 8, your boys.
I'm already at the podium. I've been at the podium.
Hold on, but who you got? Oh, that's right. He's right there. He's right there. Okay, so you're gonna pick Wilson over Miles Murphy because Miles Murphy's still on the board.
Fuck Miles Murphy.
Fuck. Okay, all right, got you. Okay, Wilson. Okay, cool. You going both? And over them corners, because remember, in one of our you pick Gonzalez, so Witherspoon's there, and in your mock draft, Witherspoon is there. Okay, I'm with you. All right.
That's the only player.
I'm calm. Witherspoon gonna be nasty, bro. I'm on the train now. I'm on the train. I wasn't on the train before. I wasn't on the train. I'm on the train now.
Wilson, but me thinking, I'm just thinking of it like this: like we gonna run a multiple front defense, having Tyree Wilson on the line with Grady Jarrett, Onyemata, Calais Campbell, Taquan Graham when he come back. Even that rotation of players, just having him come off of one edge and then Arnold Ebiketie, our speed rusher from last year, coming off the other edge.
Okay.
Somebody gonna be untouched.
I'm with you. Hey, and I feel that the talent is like, it does drop a little bit past Miles Murphy. Yeah, past Miles Murphy, it does drop a little bit.
I guess, cause shit, I'll take Lucas Van Ness over Miles Murphy.
No, I'm not doing that.
Shit,
I'm not doing that. You think he'll be better?
Shit, Lucas Van Ness gonna be like that. Like Murphy
Okay.
one trick pony. Like, but he can't use his hands. That's his problem.
Mm-hmm.
He can't use his hands like that for real.
Yeah, the inside linebackers is trash here. Let me look at these outside linebackers that are really edges. And
July.
yeah, okay. So I'm with you, man. I would go Witherspoon because I just feel Terrell and Witherspoon. If you're, I feel like this. I feel. Remember, your division's weak, so I feel any team snagging that second corner that can be a number 1 corner is going to have leg up over the teams in the division. Now you guys match up well to sweeping the Bucks because the Bucks got 2 bona fide receivers. So it's like, all right, Carolina, you don't have to worry about that because they have no receiver. Okay, cool. And then the Saints, I mean, Michael Thomas hasn't been himself in like 5 years. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, he hasn't been that guy, but they got Olave. Now you got someone to match up with both of them boys if they healthy. H.A. Witherspoon, let's go. And then in the second round, just because he was there, I think you gotta consider it. That's all I'm saying. Because I watched this tape. Remember the first part? I was like, who? I had to watch this. Okay, all right, I'm on board. I'm on board.
Just hit me, alright? My only reasoning for taking Tyree Wilson over Witherspoon
Yeah.
at 8 is
Mm-hmm.
because cornerbacks are deeper in this draft than edge rushers is.
And you know what? And that makes perfect sense.
That's
I'm
the
with you.
only reason.
The only
I
reason.
know
And you're
for
right.
a fact
Okay.
I can get a quality day two, second
Yeah.
round corner.
Yep. Second
that
round
can come
corner.
in.
Then you're right. Because a Banks from Maryland's gonna be there. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I just think like, but the first corner is there. That's the thing too. If it falls like that, I'm like, but he the first though. But you're right. You're right. I'm gonna be there with you. Y'all don't need defensive tackle help or no?
Nah, like
No, it's good.
I
You
got
y'all good.
defensive line, like between Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, and Calais Campbell, like them
No,
three.
no. Campbell's gonna be playing the edge. I'm talking about exactly DT
Depends who
because
tackle.
the DT is kind of deep in this draft. The edge
Yeah,
is weak, but the DTs and it's two that I'm looking at like. Imagine if you had
who you looking
them.
at?
All
Who
right.
you looking at?
Let me give you personal story. Personal story. Okay. So, the leader's older son, Sonny's their youngest. He was playing for Rockville High School, and they were playing Damascus. And Damascus is like the number one team in that North Montgomery County region, right?
I think I
All
know
right.
where you going.
You know I'm going. So, Monte was playing. He wanted to get on the field as receiver. He couldn't. He was getting on the field as special teamers and as safety, right? Got some good height. His dad is 6'6", so Monte's like 6'2" and a half, 6'3", right? Good height. And I was trying to coach him up. Like, I'm coaching. I'm trying to coach him up, showing him routes, saying, look, you should be able to beat my slow ass. I'm damn near 40. All this other shit. So Rockville had a game against Damascus. And these motherfucking corn-fed motherfuckers put a hurting on those small Rockville boys. The only negative we got with that is them Damascus boys, racist as fuck. They were saying they was letting that N-word fly in that huddle. And it was bad. All right? Lodi wanted to come out and fight them. It was just bad. But they was, saying, oh. It was weird. The black players were saying it too to the Rockville guy. Anyway, so I was like, well, what are we doing here? But the leader of that squad was Big Brian Breesy. And from day one he started at Clemson, I said, this big motherfucker was making plays. And then here he goes, 3 years later, going to be a first-round pick. And he did that throughout his whole thing. And I'm thinking, yeah, you got Grady, but this motherfucker's Armstrong. And so I'm thinking, he's there. Now, he's not slipping to the second round. But I was thinking, since you needed D-line help, I didn't know if it was D-end or was it like D-line, that you need someone to go with Grady. And I'm thinking, this motherfucker, oh, he's going to be stuffing some runs. Like, he's legit strong. And that's from personal experience, seeing him.
He's not worth the eighth pick. He slipped too far, just like Miles Murphy. I like Brissy.
I think, I'm doing this. I think he's better than Murphy.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say. I think he's the number 2 defensive tackle in the draft. I think Murphy's like number 3 or 4 as far as D end. My take.
Yeah. My thing is, with the type of defense we run,
Yeah.
Calais Campbell, Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, and Taquan Graham, they would see more of the inside work.
Okay. Are any of those guys better than Breesy now?
Huh?
And I want you to, I want you, are any of those guys better than Breesy now? Because I'm going to put it like this.
Grady,
Jay,
easy.
I don't think so.
Grady is
No, I'm not, I said not Grady. I'm talking about the other guys. Remember, I said, well, the reason why I brought this up is to pair it with Grady. We already know Grady's your starter. But I said, like, let's say if y'all picked Carter, he's going to be beside Grady. So if you don't pick Carter, if Carter goes, then the best defensive tackle available is this guy, Breezy. That's what I'm trying to say. If Carter goes where you're saying 3, right? If he goes 3 or 5, we're thinking he's top 5. Philly wants him to drop to 10. Fuck Philly though. That's what they were wanting. They already told him. But I'm gonna give you some secret Telegram information. Word on the street is there as Philly saying you're not going past 10. They told him that already. Philly, if he drops, he's gone.
that explains the cockiness.
Yes, right. From what you're hearing on the NFL and the ESPNs, Philly, they saying Philly already told him, hey, we don't really need this pick. This is Saints pick. Saints were trash. We were in the Super Bowl. We're playing with house money. And that's really what they are. If you think about it, they don't need that pick. They just have it because they were smart. Okay, and they told him, you're not slipping past 10. If you slip, it was snatch, and then you're gonna be on the Super Bowl squad. What I'm saying is if he goes higher, if teams saying, well, shit, we're not going to be able to get him in the teens, we got to take him in the top 10, the second best is Breezy. Why wouldn't you go for that? Like, because he's going to be a first-round pick. It's not like the talent's not there, is what I'm saying.
We need help off the edge more than we need help up the middle.
Okay, that's fair enough.
We know we're set up the middle. We got Grady. Calais Campbell 6'8", 330 pounds.
He's not in the middle, though. Calais is going to be in the edge.
You, like I said, in certain packages.
Okay.
In a nickel package, he's going to be coming through the middle with Grady.
Okay.
He's not going to be coming off the edge.
All right.
And then, in our nickel package, Tyree Wilson and Arnold Abuketti would be coming off the edge.
So pure pass rusher is what you need. So Wilson would be your pick. And with, let's go back to that draft thingy. Wilson's your pick at 8. And that's a good pick. They had you guys taking Bijan in the book. I mean, yeah, I don't think you need that. They're talking about pairing Tyler with Bijan. I mean, if y'all do that, then y'all got the best running backs in the division. So it's like, y'all do that, though. You don't want it. But I'm saying, y'all be cooking. Cooking.
Tyler
With Gibbs, I'm with you.
Nah.
Who?
Ajay Spears, the running back from Tulane.
Oh, okay. I got to check him out. I haven't seen him yet. But you're saying the running backs are deep in the draft. Okay, it's cool.
Yeah,
They deep. They deep as hell. That's cool. All right. So
he need his own team.
Yeah. Well, I'm going Witherspoon here. I'm thinking that's the pick. Wait, because one of us, I'm trying to think, because we're doing 2 different mock drafts. Was going to Detroit, right? Yeah. Then I'm going Gonzalez here. I'm going Gonzalez. To me, I'm thinking, like I said, I'm a corner at heart. I'm thinking with Terrell and Gonzalez, y'all got shutdowns. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that y'all can possibly get a fringe guy coming in the second round that can be on your defensive line. But I saw your linebackers, like you guys drafted heavy line. They can rush the passer too. You guys drafted 3 linebackers last year. 3.
Yeah, think about
3.
Troy Anderson is a middle linebacker. Right?
Yeah.
He's a middle linebacker that converted from quarterback that converted from running back.
Yeah.
So we know he has the field smarts to play the position. It's just his coverage that was a concern. Throughout the season last year, he showed flashes of everything that he can do. He ran a 4.4, a 6'6" 6'3", 6'4", 230, 240.
Mm-hmm.
So he has the size. We never had that type of size at middle linebacker since what Keith Burton
Yeah.
or Ed Hartwell.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing middle.
Mm-hmm.
You got Michael Walker playing middle. Rashawn Evans not with us no more. We ain't re-signed him. Arnold Ebiketie, we got him at linebacker, but that was last year. He
Mm-hmm.
was running a 3-4, so he was technically coming off the edge as an outside linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
D'Angelo Malone, he was drafted as a linebacker, but he was coming off the edge as well.
Okay.
They're two just smaller edge rushers. But in our
Yeah.
defense now, Ebiketie, he certain packages he'll stand up, certain packages he'll sit down.
Yeah.
But
All right. All right. So let's continue on. So you got going Wilson, which is going to be a good pick. I got you guys going on Gonzalez. Number 9 is where Carolina was. Now it's going to be Chicago. Who do you got Chicago pick? They need some help. They need a lot of help. They need a lot of help. A lot of help. They got their receivers though. So let's chalk up what they do have. They got a serviceable running back. They got their
they really have they receivers?
I'm gonna tell you the receivers real quick. DJ Moore, number 1, right? They got what's the dude from Pittsburgh?
Darnell Mooney.
No, Mooney's 3rd, and then Chase Claypool.
Chase
That's
Claypool.
that's their 3. They got their 3 receivers right there. Mooney's the slot guy. Uh, uh, Chase is gonna be their number 2, and then they got a certified number 1 in DJ Moore. Like Carolina should have kept Moore. I'm be honest with you, because they have nobody. They got Robbie Anderson, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, Chicago got 3.
Line. They gonna offensive
Yeah,
line.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Offensive line.
Paris Johnson Jr. right there. Give me Paris Johnson Jr. for Chicago. They need to keep their quarterback healthy, upright. Paris Johnson. Yeah, so I think Paris is going number 9. That's where I got him going. And we agree on that. And because you looked at what it was like they got their number 1. You don't have to draft another receiver in the first round. They can do it in the second or the third. Real quick. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Matter of fact, these people had Carolina going Quentin Johnson right here. If that trade didn't happen. But now that Chicago has a number 1 pick in DJ Moore, you don't really need to go receiver because you already made the trade last year. Remember, they got Chase Claypool last year, and then Moody, yeah, but we got the size, and then you got Moody who actually played and made some moves. Now that you got him in your slot instead of him being the number 1 receiver. They're gonna be a lot better, man. Not Carolina, but Chicago gonna be a lot better. Plus, they traded down and got capital. They got a stud receiver and they got draft capital. They're gonna be a little better. Anyway, so number 10, the hated fucking Eagles. Now, I'll tell you this: Eagles wanted Carter. Like I told you, the inside scoop. We both have Carter not being here, right? And all the corners are on the board. Well, in your book, the corners are on the board. For me, I took Gonzalez, I think. Yeah.
Gonzalez and Witherspoon.
Yeah, because I think for you guys, I went with the corners, right? Sure did.
You went Witherspoon for us.
Mm-hmm. And then Gonzalez with someone.
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. There he goes. Detroit. Yep, Detroit. Mm-hmm. Detroit's got it. They're going defense. They're going defense because their offense was like number 1 or number 2. Yeah, I mean, Ross St. Brown had a crazy season. Crazy. It was crazy.
They was that high without T.J. Hawkinson. That's the crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then they brought him in, and he was cooking. Now, he was cooking us in the playoffs. I was looking at Hawkinson whooping our ass. So yeah.
He played for Minnesota. They traded him.
I know. Yep, they traded him to No, what do you mean? Wait. What you mean? Yeah, Detroit traded him to Minnesota. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right. Yep. So who is their tight end now?
They don't have one.
They don't have one. Okay, it's a deep draft for tight ends. I'll tell you that. And we didn't even talk about the tight ends going. Kincaid's gonna be nice. Yeah, they got a couple of good tight ends in this draft. Anyway,
Donald
Philly
Washington is
is gonna be okay. I think he's not gonna be him. I think he's gonna be serviceable. You know who's gonna be him? Powers. Powers is going top 5 as a tight end. Because everyone sees what Kelsey does. They're not gonna be stupid. Look, if the Giants are trash next year, put me in line. And we just got Waller. I don't give a fuck. Give me Brock Bowers. I've seen him do it since a freshman. I've seen him do it. Anyway, but yeah, as far as Philly, it's gonna be tough. I think they want to go defensive line. I'm thinking they go Breezy here since he's still on the board and Carter's not. They get
that's
Breezy
the thing.
here,
You keep bringing up
or
Breezy,
or
but you're not bringing up my
listen.
man Khalid Kancey either.
Oh, that's another good dude. I don't want him to go there. You're right. Cansey is nice. I feel I'm thinking of NFL GM. Thinking of NFL GM. The only knock to Cansey, one, he wasn't as productive as Breesy, and he went to a lower program. But it's a decent program. Pitt's decent. They're not world beaters. They're not going to be in the championship game. And I
But who
think
else you said that
Breesy
about?
is going to have that. You're right. They sure did. And they got it wrong, and
Same
LA got it right.
Same school,
Same
same position,
size.
same size,
I'm with you.
same everything.
I'm with you. Not the same name. So we're not going to do
No,
that.
it's not the same name.
I'm telling you.
If you
Listen.
look at them on tape, it's the same exact
Listen.
thing.
Like, what we're not going to do here is knock the racist ass Breesy, even though he's racist and fuck that school. That motherfucker
I'm
can
not.
play.
See, I'm not knocking Breezy. I'm
You are, in a way. You
nah.
are. You're like,
looking at the fit. Like I'm just looking at the fit for each team.
yeah. I think he fits great in Philly. It's Philly.
Wow.
Because you got right now, you lost what's his name? Trent Edwards? What was his name? The tackle. Except the Trent Edwards was the linebacker. Who was the tackle? Hargraves. They lost Hargraves to San Francisco. I think Breezy is more of a clone for Hargraves than what Clancy is. And that's what I'm trying to say. Hargraves was a big stocky dude. That's what Breezy is. So I think if Breezy's there for fit wise, he fits a little better. Both of them are studs, and I think both of them are going to be great. I think the defensive tackle spot is one of the highest positions in this draft right here. Safety, trash. Corner, great. Defensive end, but it's a lot of good defensive tackles. I feel that 6'5", 305 is going to be a little good. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is he gonna be better than Jordan Davis?
Way better. And I'm trying to tell you, listen, way better. When Barnett and them boys retire, when Fletcher Cox retire, and it's gonna be Davis, I'm thinking they're trying to plug in to have those two stud defensive tackles because they're outside straight. Hassan Redditt's like only 30. He's still young. You know what I mean? And then you got Sweat. He don't need to play outside. Not with Philly. Think about Philly is what I'm trying to say. And I hate this team, but I follow them. They got Josh Sweat though. They got Sweat. You got I keep wanting to call him Geno Hayes. Shit. Dean. You got because he reminded me of him so much. Anyway, but you got Dean. And so since you couldn't get Carter, who? Who's the special team?
Kobe Dean is a special team.
Come on now. Come on. You know in college, the dude was a stud. We not doing that.
He's in the NFL.
You're right. He only had one season though. Come on, man. All right. Listen, remember, you talked about fit. And here's why I feel Breezy matches up since Carter's not there. If Carter's there, he's gone number 10. But in our mock drafts, he's not. So what I'm trying to say is, you have the 6'5", 305 Breezy. Remember, you need bulk because guess who behind him who doesn't have the bulk? Dean. They want Dean to make them same plays he did on a championship team at Georgia. How he did it? Big motherfucking 345 Jordan Davis and Carter. Since you couldn't get Carter, you get the next best available person as far as size goes which is Breezy. It's not Cansey. I think Cansey fits into a team that wants to use that speed rush. Philly doesn't need that. They led the league in sacks last year. They just want to replace Hargrave. And also Carter, Cox, Cox when Cox retires, because Cox is like last year or whatever. Now, for the fit, I think he fits better with Philly, man. But Cansey's gonna be nice, and plus, I wouldn't want him to go to Philly. What are we doing? No. So he can mash up Daniel Jones? No. I don't want that. So no, I'm not gonna pick him there. No.
I mean, I ain't got nothing.
I'm going Breezy.
It's just.
Yeah, I think he fits better in
I
Philly.
don't see him as a top 10 pick.
Wow. Oh shit. Okay, that's a bold statement right there, man. Okay, I got you. All right, so we got Tennessee. Tennessee's a weird team. I'm gonna say this. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there in Tennessee. Why are they not signing their guys? They could have had AJ Brown still. They're shopping Derrick Henry. They're not trying to play Kevin Byard. They're shopping Simmons. They're shopping listen, Simmons is their best player. I'm gonna be frank. He was a stud last season. What the fuck? Why are you shopping Simmons? I don't know what Tennessee doing.
I wanted us to take Jeffrey Simmons in the first
He
round.
a stud.
Even with his injury coming out of college, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's a stud. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what Tennessee's doing, but who you got them picking? You got them picking. I don't. It's fair.
I had to trade for that nigga real quick.
Real quick. I got them going. Broderick Jones, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Yeah, I got them going Jones. I think they got it. They going tackle. So I got them going.
Well, no, they could take Miles
tackle.
Murphy. That'd be a good place for Miles Murphy, bum ass to go.
They could, especially if they lose Simmons. They need some type of pass rush. But yeah, one of those two is fine. Yeah, we agree. One of those two is fine. All right, Houston's up again. Number 12. All right, so let's recap. In your draft, they took Stroud. In my draft, they took Young. So Houston, who do you have them picking?
Quentin Johnson.
Oh, you go on receiver. And I like the pick. I'm thinking you pair him up with Michi. I like it. I like it a lot. I still think they need to figure out their line. But they do got the left tackle already because they got who we talked about earlier. Big dude. Tunsil. They got Tunsil. Yeah, so we cool. Yeah. Yeah, they can improve the right. Fuck that guy. Anyway, they can definitely improve the whole line. That's what I was saying too. You know what I'm saying? If they went Schmitz here at 12, I wouldn't be mad at it. But anyway, I wouldn't be mad. They have to protect, especially if they pick Young. You need a stature offensive line because that's what he had at Alabama. You got to remember that, bro. That he got the best of the best at Alabama, which made him perform to his best. You can't have Bryce Young with a fucked up offensive line. So it's not gonna work. If that's the case, I'm going with Richardson. Because at least Richardson can take a hit. Bryce Young gonna be Tua. We not doing that, bro. Tua's bigger, by the way. Tua's bigger. Way bigger, by the way. So listen, bro. And Tua got fucked up. So imagine Young. Nah, we not doing that. He was untouched at Alabama because he had 5 first-round picks surrounding him. And that's the truth. We both agree. Hey, man. Houston can't fuck up and pick him and not have a line. They already got the left tackle. You need 4 other dogs. So they better be getting some offensive lines. I love Johnson there, but you got to protect the dude first. Yeah. What I would do, I mean, you picked him, so you went with Quentin. I'm gonna go Broderick Jones because he needs to be. I'm not Broderick Jones because Broderick Jones in my draft he went to Tennessee. And I think Purse Johnson went earlier, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I think Purse
earlier.
Chicago, didn't he?
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, Chicago need it. Yeah, they definitely need that. for sure, 100%. Yeah. So I
So
might
they can
go.
easily get.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're right. They could go. They could go receiver. Um, because I
But
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Skaronski,
I wouldn't go.
think about it. Peter Skaronski, he's the most versatile lineman in this
It
draft
could
because he can
work.
play all five
It
positions.
could work. It could work. They can go center. They can go Osiris Torrance from Florida. That's what I would have went with. Or they could go receiver. But I'm thinking if it falls like
Tackle.
this, it is. But remember we talked about fit, right? Do we want to see Bryce Young end up like Tua? I don't. And so I'm thinking Houston needs four other Tunzels on that line, or it's not going to work. This is the what if you're picking him, you gotta have your offensive line in place by year two.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say all year one. Then go with Skawansky then. But but your first pick was Johnston. Your first pick was Johnston though.
Then
And
it's
then I had to tell you, remember in your draft, they picked Bryce Young. In my draft, we got Stroud. So I'm cool. You know what? I would go in Jigba here. Pair him up with his boy. That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking Stroud and then Jigba. Fuck it. That's what I'm thinking. In my draft, CJ Stroud goes here. You know what I'm picking? I'm going with Njigba. We're going to dick him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
half an injury, but
But the chemistry.
that's true. That's true.
The chemistry.
Got the Joe Burrow and the Jamar Chase chemistry. So
Same thing with Hurts and Smitty.
yeah,
You forget about that. Shit. Tua and Waddle.
big man.
Yeah, it's a couple of them doing things. I'm thinking, you know what? Fuck it. You got
That's why
Michi. You got Michi from Alabama with the speed. So I'm a pair him with the route running in Jigba. And then I'm going like that. In my draft, since I picked Stroud, I'm going right there. We doubling back. Let's get the Ohio State boys in here. Fuck it. And we got Michi already coming off injury for the basically he's gonna be his rookie season. Let's do it. If we doing it like that. But if I'm smart, I want 5 studs around Bryce Young. Because it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be
I
pretty.
go Skaronski because I know
Yeah.
he gives you that flexibility on the offensive line. So even if I don't need him to play tackle, he can play guard or he can play center.
All right.
See
And
his
so
position.
I'm gonna go back on your third pick then. Why in the fuck is Arizona going defensive line when they still need O-line help? And they got us the same 5'10 quarterback, even though he's a way better scrambler, but you still need O-line help.
Arizona's stupid.
Come on, man. If that's the case, then I'm going tackle there. Cause I got a 5'10 quarterback who can't stay healthy.
Rick Jones is going in the top 5 because they're stupid. They're not going to take the best offensive lineman. They're going to take the fourth one.
Yeah.
They're the
That's what
first
they did
one
last
to be
year.
available.
Yeah, you're right. But see, that's what I'm saying. We both had them taking either Carter or Anderson when they're kind of in a situation with Houston. You got a 5'10 quarterback that needs protection or it's not going to be pretty. But he's even more with Houston because remember, Bryce Young's not a scrambler. He's really a pocket quarterback. He just happens to be 5'10. He doesn't really scramble like that. So it's like, man, you got to get the help. I'm thinking they go on. I think they go on tackle here, man, or a high guard. But Houston, they make stupid drafts.
Arizona, they one of the dumbest though.
Yeah, Houston's not that far behind. Remember, we said it last year. Listen, yeah, Houston picked Stingley, who was not even the third best corner. I'm just putting it out there, man. He wasn't even the third best corner. Give me Sauce and Woolen. Way better seasons.
They're not making a third.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Third. You know, it's probably a cornerback I'm forgetting that probably had a better season. That nigga's Cheeks, man. Cheeks. Yeah, he's Cheeks. He's Cheeks. It's what it is, man. He had a great freshman season. and then he got bonked in the head or something. He's never been the same. Like, what are we doing, Dirk? Dirk could have been him, and he's not. He's her. He's her. So he's her. All right, but chill. That man's her right now. He better come out with his album. All right. New York Jets, they picking 13. Who do we got the New York Jets taking? Jets. The book has them taking, of course, Broderick Jones. I mean, they could try to be trying to pair something with Mekhi Becton up there still. Still don't know who their quarterback is. Where I'm guessing this book is assuming they get Rodgers.
I still take quarterback.
Me too. That's what I was thinking, bro. You read my mind. Fuck these quarterbacks. Hey, I'm going with Levis here, or I'm going Richardson. Anything's better than Zach Wilson. That's what I was thinking. They didn't sign Mike White again. I said, fuck it. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, you know what? We got all this talent. Fuck it. I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, Hendon Hooker, I'm picking him right here. I'm picking him right here. He's way better than Jack Wilson. Way better. Way better. Yeah, put that card in. Let's go. Fuck it. We picking somebody because Zach Wilson ain't it at all. They yeah. I was thinking the same thing too. Fuck it. Fuck it. Now, I will say this though. The Jets may be playing with house money, so they could easily either trade back because Bijan is still on the board in our mock, and now teams are thinking, wait a minute, we don't have to pay him top 10 money. Let's make a play to try to move up and get him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and so I'm thinking either the Jets could say, fuck it, you're right. You know, Dallas is looking, so we're thinking, you know what, man? The Jets can be like, either we take maybe the running back here and pair him with Breece Hall because we don't know how we don't know when Breece Hall's gonna come back from the injury. I wouldn't do it, but they can go a multitude of directions right here. But I'm with you. I would say fuck it. I'm going Richardson because it's gonna be hard as fuck for Richardson to fail when you got motherfucking Garrett Wilson on one side, Corey Davis, Denzel Mims, and then Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb. I just named 5 receivers.
That's too many hands, man. That's way too many hands.
Hey, man, the Jets are stacked at receiver. They need a quarterback. So if Rodgers bluff, or remember, Green Bay has to trade him. So it's like, all right, if they don't strike the trade with Green Bay, I'm like you. I'm taking quarterback. I'm taking Levis. And I wouldn't do it because I think Levis is Zach Wilson. But I will go Hendon Hooker or Anthony Richardson right here. And I'm shocked in the draft. Because they fell to them. They didn't have to trade up. And the way this mock is going, both of those guys fell to them. Because any of them is better. Any of them are better than Zach Wilson right now.
If they have,
I'm out on Wilson.
Zach Wilson,
Yeah.
and Will Levis in the same quarterback room.
Oh.
How do you have that shit? That's
Yeah,
like having
yeah.
dog shit and cat shit in the
Yeah,
same.
you're right. Well, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm with you. It's still shit. It's still shit. So that's why I said Richardson or Hendon Hooker, and I'm surprising the world with that. That's what I would do. Or you can go guard. I mean, you can go tackle and fortify the line. The Jets did so good last year; they can play around a little bit this year. Plus, they had a crazy free agency. They got two receivers coming in. The Green Bay dudes are coming in now. Hey, if they don't get Rodgers, you got to go quarterback. You can't go with Wilson again after the players made Mike fucking White t-shirts. They galvanized around Mike White, and you didn't sign him. See, I would have kept him in the tuck. I would have said, you know what? If shit goes bad, we at least know we can be a playoff team with Mike White. I have no idea why they moved on because the team liked him. And you know, we've been following in football for 20, 30 plus years. You gotta see what your team reacts to. Is Mike White a world beater? Fuck no. But did the Jets have his back? Yes. They was like, oh God, please, anything's better than Zach Wilson. All right, let's go. And they won games with him. I would have signed him. Same thing with Commanders did. I do not like the fact that y'all got Heineke because I felt the team rallied around Heineke. Was he as talented as Carson Wentz? Fuck no. But was he a better quarterback for that team? Yes. And I felt Mike White's the same way with the Jets. I feel, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think we both agree, Jets, quarterback. If they don't go offensive tackle. New England. I feel New England needs a receiver. I feel dancing TikTok Juju ain't it. He's never been it. I hate the guy personally. So I'm thinking they're going one of these star receivers. Yeah. They can go Quentin here. I think they should go with one of the shiftier guys because there's a lot of shiftier guys. I'm thinking like right now the book has them going Jordan Addison. I think they can easily do that. I think they can go with the hometown Zay Flowers. I think they can do that. Like I said, I feel Zay is the best pound for pound receiver in the draft. I think he has better overall skills than Quentin Johnson, but I think Quentin has that size that I want. Like I said, as far as like complete receiver, I think it's Zay. But if they go Jordan, that's cool. If they go Josh Downs, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I still think New England's going to be the fourth best team in that division. I don't think Mac Jones is
I
it.
don't even know. They shopping Mike Jones around, or they was at one point.
I don't think that's it. Like I said, I feel Bailey Zappi's a better quarterback. They just don't want to admit it because he's a 7th-round pick. But wasn't Tom Brady the same way?
But
or undrafted or whatever, Zappy, whatever the fuck he was.
Still, like, would you have faith going into the season with Bailey Zappi as your starting quarterback?
Over Mac Jones, yes. And that's the only caveat. Over Mac Jones, yes. I've seen Bailey win games. I've seen Mac lose games, and I was blown. I was like, bro,
I've seen Mac win games too, though.
Not the ones that count. What happened? What happened to them against motherfucking Miami? After Tua came back, not before. They got dicked in the ass. After, come on, bro. Come on. New England was a game also out of making the playoffs too. You know who made it over them? Miami. Come on, bro. We're not gonna do that. Matt Jones was healthy. Like, come on. Miami going into the playoffs with Skylar Thompson, and you couldn't win. Come on, bro, man. Fuck Mac Jones, bro. Come on. Who? What are we doing, bro? Unforgivable. No. What are you doing? No. We're not losing to Skylar Thompson, bro. What are you doing? And they lost to the man. Come on, what the fuck are we doing, man? Tua went down and you couldn't seal the playoffs. Then New England, nah. We're not doing that, man. Mac Jones ain't the answer. I'd rather do Bailey. I seen Bailey win some games in the beginning of the season when they benched Mac Jones. They benched that nigga. Anyway, that's what it is. But that's New England. I'm thinking they're going one of these receivers. It's like 4 they can pick from. I'm hoping they don't pick Hyatt because as you can see in our draft, Hyatt's kind of slipping down the board. Yeah. All right. Green Bay. Now, they're going with Jordan Love. This is assuming they make the trade to the Jets for Aaron Rodgers and gets back a lot of compensation. It's going to take a couple of picks. Who do you got Green Bay going? Right now, the book has them going with Brian Branch, safety out of Alabama.
I got taking Stetson Bennett.
That's a joke pick right there. I got them going? I'm thinking receivers going back to back here. I'm thinking New England's going to take a receiver, and then I think Green Bay right after them, 14 and 15, receiver. Because remember, I'm thinking Green Bay is finally going to be doing the dickhead shit. It's like, oh, we'll go receiver in the first round now that Aaron's not on the team. And remember, they lost damn near everybody. Besides, they got Watson, and they got
Romeo Dobbs.
Who?
Romeo Dobbs.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck that is. Okay, yeah, Dobbs, I guess. I was gonna say Watson and the tight end. What's his name? Billy Bob or whatever. Tunyon. Yeah, Bob Tunyon. Big Bob Tunyon. They got Tunyon as tight end.
And
Yeah, it's a tight end receiver. Yeah, receiver. You know what I mean? Aaron finds his tight ends. But anyway, I'm thinking they're gonna try to get some shit around Jordan Love. And they lost Lazard. They lost Scantling last year. They lost Cobb. They need some
they
receiver
can
help.
take BJ.
BJ. No, because they got Jones. Jones can play, man. Aaron Jones can play. What are we doing? No, they could.
I ain't say he couldn't, but
They could as a two-headed joint, but I still think they need a receiver.
Like,
You're right. Yeah, and B. John can catch the ball out the bat. I don't want him to go there though, so no. He's not going to my mom. Fuck that. No, I don't want him there at all. No. No. Yeah, I don't want B. John going to fucking Green Bay. Fuck that. Nope. Canceled.
perfect fit.
Nah. What? Oh, he ain't gonna even be able to start. Aaron Jones is the starter, man. Like Green Bay actually has a running back. Name their receivers.
Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs.
Okay, Romeo's Are you saying Romeo with confidence?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's where we fucked up.
Because he was the receiver that was playing before Christian Watson actually stepped up.
And then after Christian stepped up, they know who their number one guy is. It ain't no fucking Dobbs, man. Dobbs ain't even the number 2. He's a 3. He's a 3, bro. You tell me Zay Flowers or Downs comes in right there. Maybe in the 6th round. That'd be a good pick for him. We pick. I'm told you, we picking him in the 6th round. He comes to the Giants. We gonna pick him. Yeah, we got in the 6th round. We picking. Oh no, we not doing that. Yeah, we is kind of stupid still. Anyway, let's keep moving. We ain't that stupid. All right. They got Washington coming up here. The Commanders. The book has them taking Witherspoon. In my draft, the Witherspoon's going way higher than this. Yeah, I know Washington. They need a corner because they're empty. They're fucking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Joey right here goes perfect. Perfect match. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I think Joey Porter Jr. goes perfect right here, and it's right before Pittsburgh where his dad played. And I think he would be. He might go to Pittsburgh if Washington passes up on him. But this is right before Pittsburgh. I think he goes right here. But also, I'm thinking Washington may trick the draft and actually go with the Maryland corner. One is the hometown pick, and they've seen him play, and he's good. Banks, I think it is.
Deontay Banks.
I think it's Deontay Banks is the first one. Yeah, and I didn't know his size. I didn't know he was 6'2". I thought he was 5'10". I was like, oh shit, he's 6'2", and he running 4'3". Fuck.
That's because I always paid attention to Jacorian Bennett,
the other corner who runs 4'3" too. They both run 4'3". What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, I think he goes high 2nd round, but I'm thinking the first one, Banks or whatever his name. I think he goes right there to Washington if they don't pick Joey Porter, because Joey Porter is real handsy, a lot of pass interference calls, and then Banks is a lot faster than and they're the same height. So it's like, fuck. Like I said, if he was 5'11", I would go Porter. But since they're both the same height, one's way faster than the other, shit. I'm going Banks to Washington. I'm thinking Porter's going to be like, what the fuck? And remember I always say one person always slides down the draft? Right now you're seeing Porter slide a little bit if Banks goes right there. Yeah, I'm thinking they picked the Maryland guy. Yeah, because once he was like the first corner that ran the 40, and he was like 4.31. I was like, well, who the fuck is this guy? Get him out the gate. Both of them boys. Both of them Maryland boys. They was the BBs. They were like,
so this how we start the day on.
And that's my first time seeing them ever. I didn't watch no Maryland games because I was like, you punk ass niggas went to the Big Ten, whatever. And I'm still mad about that. But anyway, I was like, what the hell? But anyway, yeah, so I'm thinking the kid from Maryland goes right there to Washington at 16. I think it's a perfect fit. Yeah. They need that speed. I'm thinking he could develop into a nice fringe number 1 corner.
Yeah. They got Benjamin St. Juice.
Yeah, they got St. Juice there. They got Forrest as linebacker, Cam Curl, safety. I think that's certain. Then the Kendall Fuller in the slot. He's not a number one because they tried him at number one last year. He got toasted. Keep him in the slot where he's good. You know, and I'm thinking they did back into the Maryland huddle again, picking up a guy that's local. Yeah, so I'm thinking they go Banks. So okay, you got Pittsburgh here at number 17. Like I said, I think they can always go for Joey Porter Jr. The book has them taking an offensive guard, the first one off the board, which is Osiris Torrance out of Florida. If they I don't know the team. If they do need offensive line help, maybe they go. But it could be corner there too, man. Because like I said, their father was a stud for that franchise and still has ties to that franchise too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
And he a
That's what I'm
coach,
thinking.
they,
I think he is. And I don't know if he's a coach there, but he is a coach. Yeah, Joey Porter's a coach. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a
but he
coach
a
or
coach.
something.
He a linebackers coach.
Oh, for Pittsburgh or at Pittsburgh like the college.
For Pittsburgh.
For Pittsburgh, oh yeah, Steelers. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know he's been around that damn facility a lot since his father played there, and probably folks know him when he was a little baby. That's what I'm trying to say. He may go right to Pittsburgh. So yeah, Joey Porter. But anyway, you got Detroit again. They got 2 first-round picks. The rich get richer. The book has them taking Brian Breesy here. Who do you think Detroit's taking? I think who do we have them take first? Let's see. Detroit was number 6. We had them going corner. I think I had them picking Wilson. You had I think I had them taking Witherspoon, right?
Yeah.
And then
Like,
you had
had
them
us
picking
picking
Gonzalez.
Witherspoon.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, because Witherspoon's a fucking stud. What y'all doing, man?
Yeah, but I think we both said
Yeah.
Gonzalez for Detroit, though.
Made a choice. Okay, at 18, who do you got them picking? They can go D line here. That's what the book has them taking. Like I said, the safeties are trash in this draft. I mean, they could go. They could go Brian Branch. He's the best, but I feel he's late. He's late first, early second. He doesn't scream first round talent to me, but he is the best safety in the draft. And they already got, remember they already got dude on a 1-year rental, C.J. Garner Johnson, but he could play both. Yeah,
I mean, they could go D tackle. They need the help.
I think so. I'm thinking
So
if they
we'll
don't go
see.
D tackle, then they might go to Miles Murphy. They need something. But Dan Campbell wants more ferocity on the D line and also in the secondary too. I definitely think it's defense because they don't need shit on offense, to be honest with you, unless they surprise here and replace Hawkinson and go with like Kincaid. You see what I'm saying? Which will surprise people, but it's like, now we got our guy on a rookie deal instead of having to pay Hawkinson the big money. Now we got the best tight end in the draft so far. You know what I'm saying? Or they could wait. Like I said, it's a deep ass tight end draft. They could go to Michael Meyer out of Notre Dame. They can go Darnell Washington in the second round out of Georgia. It's some deep tight ends. So,
I like Jaleel Billingsley out of Texas.
is he?
And he's
You know
a
what I'm
late
saying?
round
He's a
pick.
late round pick, exactly. So they could do that though. But Kincaid's the best out of Utah. They could say, you know what, let's boost the offense, but I don't think they need to. I think they want to match their defense to what their offense is doing. Yeah. Either or. All right, 19 Tampa Bay. This book had them taking Anthony Richardson. I think this book knows that they're ass, and I feel Baker Mayfield's basically he's doing his best Andy Dalton interpretation. You're a stopgap quarterback, even though you're young, because Mayfield's not even 30 yet, but this is 14.
Wow.
I think he's serviceable at best, but they also got Kyle Ass on the squad. I don't think they're gonna have 2 rookie contract quarterbacks. I don't think they're gonna do that. So this book was before they actually went and got Baker Mayfield. So I don't think they're going quarterback here. Who you got them taking? Because I honestly feel Bijan would be great here because they didn't sign Leonard what's his name, Leonard, your boy Leonard Fournette. They didn't sign him back, and
They got
Jones.
Rashad White.
Jones is trash. The dude they got out of UFC 3 years ago.
He don't
Something
even play for them
Jones.
no more. He played
There
for
you go.
the
He's
Texans.
ass. You know what I'm saying? So I think the splash pick here would be Bijan going at 19.
That'd be the splash pick.
Yeah. I don't think quarterback's the pick though. Yeah. Don't think it. They could be
Me, I
dumbasses and
would
pick
say
Levis, but
I would love it.
me too.
I would
Oh,
love it.
you would
I
definitely love
would
it because
love
they
it.
in your division. You're like,
I would
yes,
love
let's
it
go.
because we
We're gonna
gonna
feast
fuck
on
him
this guy.
up.
Exactly.
We gonna fuck him up.
Yeah. I really don't care who Tampa Bay picks. I'm glad Tom Brady's not in the NFL. I'm good.
Uh,
Yeah.
I can see them going Bijan if
They
he's
might go
there.
B John. They might go B John. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be quarterback. They don't need receiver help. You still got two young receivers. Um, their corners are pretty nice.
Mike Mike
The,
Evans is up there in age now, and so Chris Godwin
oh, you
ain't
mean
right
like a
right.
young receiver then? I guess so. It's a deep receiver draft, so they could. I still think both of those guys are serviceable. But you're right.
I mean, they're serviceable. Yeah, like they go to
They serviceable, yeah, definitely. It's a
their
lot less
mainstays for
receivers
sure.
than they main. I would say that they're mainstays for sure. Yeah, they're mainstay, and that's what I was thinking. They didn't need one, but you might draft someone, come along, bring them up, one of them move on, especially Godwin. I think Evans stays there till he retires. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's
Ain't
there.
going nowhere.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. All right, number 20, Seattle. Um, the first pick that Seattle was another one of them teams with two first round picks. Um, Damn, who do we have Seattle taking? Oh, we had them taking the D ends. Whoever Arizona didn't pick, then Seattle picked it. You had them going Carter. I had them going Anderson, and then the inverse. Seattle got whoever the scraps. Whoever went off that. So now that you got Seattle again, the book has them taking Drew Sanders, who's the first linebacker off the board, out of Arkansas. Um, this book also didn't realize they got Wagner back on a 1 year deal.
Yeah,
So
I can see them taking Miles Murphy.
yeah, I'm thinking something on the D line, to like doing both, saying fuck it, let's double up, because they had a great draft. They had two corners in last year's draft.
Yeah,
So
they set that corner.
they
They
set,
set that offensive tackle.
yeah, they set. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. They just beef up the D line, or maybe go offensive guard, and then that guard that went, Cyrus Torrance from Florida goes here, and you keep building the offensive line since you already went D line early in the draft. That's what I'm thinking Seattle does. All right, I think we agree on that one. Uh, 21 is Los Angeles Chargers. They got big Keenan Allen. They got a stud safety in Derwin James. Eckler, I think, once out of um, LA. Stud
He
quarterback.
said he said if he can't get traded, he'll play his contract out there.
Oh, okay. That's decent. It sucks because he's one of those producing running backs, and
He can do
I
everything.
hate it. Everything, bro. Oh shoot. Mr. Trollface just subscribed on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Mr. Trollface, for subscribing. Appreciate you, man.
Shit.
Um, that's what's up. So, what I'm thinking here is the book has him taking Zay Flowers to pair with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams because they got two big receivers, so they need a scatterback type guy. I like that. They can go Zay. Like I said, I love Zay. I think Zay. I had Zay going earlier though, depending on who New England picks. Right, I think New England's going receiver, but we had them going maybe Quentin. But I think they already have that, so I think they may go to the faster receiver, which is Flowers. It could be, like I said, it's a couple of receivers in there. They can go Downs. Yeah, it's your boy. They Hyatt maybe, but they all remember. New England, I forgot about that. New England got Thornton from last year, the fastest person in that draft.
Yeah,
They got
did get
Tyquan Thornton.
Saquon Thornton.
Yes, and so they got the speed guy already.
And he moved.
Yeah. So
That boy got wheels.
yeah, he got wheels. He's legit for two. So it's like, now that New England's got the, like I said, we hate Juju, but he's a possession guy. They got Thornton already. They picked up they picked up the dude. No, that's right because they lost the dude that went to the Raiders. That was on New England. So I think they okay, unless they may pick up another one. It's up in the air. But
They
as
ain't
far
got
as
no
LA,
tight end. They only got Hunter Henry.
so you saying LA? LA might the Chargers may pick Kincaid or one of those other tight ends.
Nah, Hunter Henry played for New England.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about New England right now. We talking about LA
Yeah.
Chargers. So I'm thinking, like I said, they had them taking Zay Flowers. I think that's a good pick. Um, I think they might, they could go with a tackle. I think they might. I mean, with a tight end, they might do something to try to boost their offense a little more. But I still think they need defensive help because remember, Jacksonville came back on them, like 30 point, no, 28 points, I think it was. There's no way that's supposed to happen. So that's what I'm thinking that LA goes defense, but they got a dickhead coach, so who knows?
And they did just lose Drew. What was their linebacker name? Drew Tranquil.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't pay him. They let him walk, and he
Stupid.
was
He was okay.
basically
So yeah,
did.
they might can go to some players. I don't know exactly who I have them picking, but um, yeah. Who's their tight end? Because I'm thinking if I'm at 21, I'm thinking best player available.
They don't have a tight end.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't have a fucking tight end, then Kincaid is here. The other, Jackson, Washington's here. Why not stack up? But anyway, they could go a multitude of ways. I just don't like their coach. The coach is holding it back. Give me a good coach with that motherfucking with Herbert, and I'm going to the playoffs and winning some games. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. But anyway, let me try to finish this thing up and we can get out of here. Baltimore, they need receiver help. I'm gonna be honest with you. This I mean, they got stud linebackers. Like, how the fuck they get Queen and Roquan Smith? How? Anyway, so I think, and then they got the stud safety from Notre Dame last year. God damn, that defense just amazing. Judon played great. Like, they got a great. Now they losing Campbell. They losing Campbell. So maybe you go Mike Morris here or Dylan Horton from TCU. It's a little bit of a reach. Maybe.
That's a big reach.
Yeah. But everyone else is gone. But
This is a good spot for Lucas Van Ness. If he's
they
still
can
on the
go.
board.
He's still on the board. He's definitely still on the board. He's on the board.
Yeah,
He's on the board. So
that's the pick right there.
that's the pick. All right. Yeah. We go Van Ness. Yeah. We go Van Ness. Yep. Lucas Van Ness, D Iowa. Yep. You see, they nasty again. Baltimore's nasty again. Now, it's not gonna look good for fucking Lamar because who the fuck are their receivers? And that's why I'm thinking.
Quentin Johnson.
Receivers. No, Quentin already left. We already selected Quentin. Fuck that. He gone. Quentin's gone. This book has them taking Hyatt. Now, I think Hyatt can do those 9 routes, and Lamar can have the arm to get it to him. But he's a one-trick pony. I would want a more complete. I would want a complete receiver there in Baltimore because they have nothing around them, and they already got the possession guy with Mark Andrews, the safety blanket, so to speak. So I'm thinking you got to have a dynamic receiver or something like that. Now, the same way with you, if it's Parker Washington in the second round, I'm taking him. Same thing with y'all. If y'all take him in the second round, perfect. Baltimore takes Parker Washington in the second round, perfect. But they can go touchdowns here. They can go downs and it not be a bad move. But yeah, I would go Luke Van Ness, but I think that they just stacking the defense. They basically trying to do it like it's the 0-1 or 00 Ravens and saying 12 points a game. That's all y'all getting. That's what they fucking think. They say fucking 12 points, no, nothing more. If they go Van Ness here, then that's what they doing. We just gonna dick y'all on defense.
They take Van Ness now.
Yeah, but it's a good pick.
Second round, they could probably get Keyshawn Boutte from LSU.
That's a good second round pick. I like it. I like the pick. I like the pick.
And
I'm with you. Baltimore drafts well. You know one thing about Baltimore, they're going to draft very fucking well, and it's going to work out. Whatever the fuck they do, it works. I wish Giants had the luck. We don't got it, but Baltimore, they got the luck. So you're right. If they go Van Ness or whatever the fuck they pick, it's gonna work. It's gonna be good to go. But I'm just thinking to save face. I can't name their number one receiver right now. I'm just
and name that quarterback even.
shit. That was a low blow. You didn't have to do that, but okay. That's what you're doing, George. No cut cards for him. All right, but if they go high, they got high. It's fucking. It's a good pick because that's who I want to. Anyway, Minnesota, your boy Uncle Rico's. They need defense. We know it. They better fucking not pick anything on offense. I don't want to see shit on offense. That defense is horribly bad.
Talk about they might trade Dalvin Cook to Philly on draft day.
They need to do something, get some of that Philly defense or something. But is this Minnesota's first pick or did they have a pick earlier? I think they might have had a pick earlier.
First pick.
Oof, it is. Ooh. All right, who you got them taking? Right now, the book has them taking Cam Smith. I know you mentioned him. We forgot about Cam Smith out of Carolina. I think that's late first, early second. That's where he should go. So if we already got Gonzalez off the board, Witherspoon off the board, Porter off the board, then that's the next best corner. So I think I actually like this pick here. They need everything on defense. So I like it. So I'm going Cam. Like if Cam's there, I like it. They need it. They need something because they've re-signed Patrick Peterson, and I know Patrick lost like 2 steps. He's not that guy, but they re-signed him to a 3-year deal. How the fuck you? Anyway, he's like 36. He got a 3-year deal. All right, man. He gonna be toasted.
Tom
but
Brady can do, why can't he?
You're right. They should have moved him to safety because Patrick always had that safety size, but he's not as fast as he once was. But if you pick Cam Smith, I like it. Because they still got who's there? That Ward dude that was a bust. Unless he's not there anymore. The corner. But anyway. Yeah, Minnesota, Cam Smith, I like the pick. All right, let's move on. Jacksonville. Up and coming team. Surprise playoff victory. They're picking number 24. The book has them picking your boy, Peter Schwanschke. Offensive guard out of Northwestern. You know me. Any line position out of Northwestern, yes, please. Taking it. Iowa, yes, please. Taking it. Minnesota, yes, please. Taking it. Ohio State sometimes, yes. Any Big Ten, I'm taking him. And Peter Schwanschke's, I think, the best guard in the draft. What do you think Jacksonville's doing?
I can see them going there because, like I've been saying, he can play all 5 positions along the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
He's played both tackles, both guards, and he's played center.
Here's what I'm gonna be mad about. I think they take that, and I'm gonna be mad because we pick right after them, and we can use that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Straight up, we pick right after, and we need all that, all of it. We need versatility on the offensive line. So I'm gonna be mad if he goes there right before us. I'm not a happy camper because I don't want to forget from the Giants. Yeah, we need a number 1 receiver, but we might have that in Waller playing tight end. I've been saying we need a number 1 receiver. We do. We got a bunch of number 3s, not even 2s. We got one number 2, and that's Hodgins. I'm not gonna put Darius Bum-Ass Slayton as a number 2. He's a 3. Fuck him. We do need wide receiver help, but our line is not where it needs to be either. And it hasn't been for 6-7 years. We got to fix the shit, and you fix it with fucking talent. We do, 100% right on that. But remember, I told you. Remember, if you're picking in the 20s, best player available. That's how the smart teams do it. You've seen how Baltimore came in. You know what? Let's pick Van Ness and fuck him up. And we both was like that. That's a Baltimore ass pick. That's a Baltimore pick, because they can win. Even with Tyler Huntley can win games if you got a defense that's allowing 12 points, 13 points a game. You get Van Ness, they're back to that shit. Everything else is there. Everything is there, including losing Campbell, but Campbell's like 36. You get a young Van Ness in there, it works. Like, That's a Baltimore pick. Me and you was like, yep, that works. And they're gonna be good again. So if Jacksonville picks Swansky, I'm gonna be pissed off because we pick 25, and I'm gonna wanted that pick. So that's my just my take. We need help. We do need. So let's say Swansky's off the board. I'm pissed. We better go with Schmitz, right?
Yeah,
We better.
sound like a switch.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, Cody's like early second round. I think that's to me that's jumping the gun. Right here at 25 though, at 25.
Nah, not at 25.
That's what I'm saying. Where we're picking, no. But if we can trade up back into the second early, okay, cool. Because like I said, we've had success doing that, and our team likes to trade up and get those second round picks that drop a little bit out the first. We like to trade up. We're one of those trade up guys. So if we do that, cool. But if we're at 25, what are we picking? And that's my thing. What are we picking? So I better go with center. He's not the sexy pick at all, but I know I want Daniel Jones upright. I want him healthy for 17 games. Especially he's making fucking $48 million a year. What the fuck? If he's making that, I want him available all 17. Okay, so let's get the line. Let's get the line going. Now we can have 3 first round picks on the line. I ain't mad at that. I want 5 first round picks on the line, to be honest with you. I want all 5. Like, I've done the speed shit with Odell and no one else, and it didn't work. No playoffs last whatever the fuck years. Okay, no. Let's get the line because yeah,
fans, like,
yes,
we done had the high
build the line. Yeah, Julio, yep.
Get us
Nowhere. So I'm like, all right, I learned my lesson. Give me the line because I always looked at Dallas, sexy Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, fucking who the big stud tackle, Lyle Collins. They stole him, and then Smith, both Smiths. They got 2 Smiths now. I hated it, and I'm like, you know what? So if we go center, fuck it. Or if Swansky drops to us, let me get him. So I'm thinking like that too. But we better pick motherfucking Hyatt in the second round and be pissed. Anyway, Dallas, number 26. They have them selecting Kaylee Ringo out of Georgia to pair with Diggs and then Bland in the slot. What do you feel? What do you feel Dallas is going? I still feel they need line help. I think their line is piss poor. If we're keeping it a buck, they could easily go Robinson here because I think he's still on the board. They can go Robinson here. Bijan Robinson. He's still on the board.
Bijan on the board. You know.
Yeah, I think they gone. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm thinking Bijan goes here. If he's still on the board. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Yep. That's how he talked too. So yeah, I'm thinking that I don't think they're gonna go Ringo here. Remember, it's a deep cornerback draft. I think they go Bijan here. I think that's good value. I think he's a Texas boy. I think it works. Buffalo, and I'll say this: if Dallas passes on Bijan's going the next pick, 27 to Buffalo. I think he's perfect. I think this is the optimal spot for Bijan Robinson in the draft. I feel this is the squad. I think Buffalo's one running back away because Cook is not a number 1, but he's a great number 2. Exactly. He's a great number 2. And I feel you pair Bijan with Cook, you are cooking on offense. So I don't think Bijan falls past 27. He either goes 26 to Dallas or definitely 27 to Buffalo. Yeah, for sure. I can see it. Cincinnati.
Best offensive lineman left.
Yeah, I would think offensive line here. The book had them taking Luke Musgrave, who was a good tight end from Oregon State. Because their tight end got injured a couple years ago. It was another dude, ball guy.
They had Hayden Hurst last year.
And they had someone else too. It was another tight end that I'm forgetting his name. You know what I'm talking about. I thought Cleveland had him, but anyway. Let's go Cincy.
Cleveland got
We gonna see it right here. Hold on, hold on.
Joker.
Tight ends. Hayden Hurst, free agent. Michael
Yeah, he
Wilcox,
signed.
Devin Asai, and Drew Sample. Yeah, they need some tight end help.
Yeah,
They need some
cause
tight end help.
Hurst signed with Carolina now. So
There you go. So they need tight end help. I like the Luke Musgrave pick, or Michael Mayer from Notre Dame. Like I said, it's some deep tight ends. I think in my mock draft, Kincaid is already gone. So either of those guys, Michael Mayer, I've seen him make some good plays. He's more of a blocking tight end, but I've seen him make plays. And then Luke Musgrave, either or, that works. Yeah, but I think tight end, and that also helps their line too, because tight ends can sit in there and block and be that sixth offensive tackle. So yeah, I like that for Cincinnati. All right, New Orleans. This is San Francisco's pick. New Orleans has it. This is where they have Kincaid going for a tight end. I think New Orleans has a lot of holes. You guys know them more than I do. What do you think they're going?
if Hendon Hooker is on the board, that's
That's where you would go. Yeah. Okay.
that's gonna be their pick. Like they really like that young man.
Mm-hmm.
From from whatever they really like him. No matter the injury, they wouldn't expect him to come in day one to.
Right, and he shouldn't. Yeah, he shouldn't.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like they see the potential that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Just like everybody else should see the potential. I don't see why he would be there that late in the first, but
Mm-hmm. Hey,
if
people
he is
slip.
there,
People slip.
if he is there, he's
Yeah.
going to be the pick. If not, it's probably going to be somebody in the secondary like Brian Bryant.
Okay. Yeah. True. 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 All right. We can go with that. 30. I'm gonna go with your pick. Your little insider trading information. I'm gonna go with your boy Gibbs. Philly picking 30. I think he falls directly to them. We've seen Robinson go a couple picks earlier, and I think this is a good sweet spot for the running backs, for talented running backs that produce. Remember, I don't think these are risky picks. I think they're late second round. You could still pick up their fifth option. Remember, you want to do that. You want to keep them on the rookie deals. So there's value for picking the running back at the end of the first round. So you got the fifth year option. And I think your boy Gibbs goes right here. I think he fell right to Philly. Yeah. The book had them picking Lucas Van Ness. I think Lucas goes earlier in both of our drafts. And I think Gibbs goes here. I think it's good. Or we also said if Robinson fell, then I think Robinson goes here. I think they go running back though with the second pick. In the first pick, they're picking whoever. I think we had them going D line or something like that. We switched
You
whatever
said
D line.
you said
I said
I said
Breesy.
Cassie and
You said Cansey. That's another thing too. Is since you said Cansey, I got to figure out where Cansey's going because I think he is a first round pick.
Cassie would be nasty with Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah. I'm with you, 100%. Oh, okay. And then what do we have Pittsburgh doing?
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
We had them picking Porter. Yeah, I think Cansey's a nice pick. He could go there, and then Porter slips. Yeah, he could go there. You're right. Yeah, I think he fits nice with Pittsburgh. Yeah. And he has the connection with his quarterback. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And they will probably have the most tape on him because he plays in the same stadium. That makes sense. You're right. You're right about that. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Last pick in the first round. We'll just do first round. Kansas City. Who do you think they're going with? The book has Kansas City picking Marvin Mims. They do need some receiver help. They lost Juju. I think there's better receivers on the board than Marvin Mims, though, from our mock draft. So I was thinking, like, what the fuck? I'm not picking Mims here.
Yeah, I know. I still got Josh Downs, Jordan Addison.
That's what I'm saying. Jordan's here. Josh Downs here. I'm picking either one of them. Right now, dude, put the card in. We getting them.
It's an easy pick.
Easy pick. Either one of those guys, much better than what they had. Yeah. Your boy Jarrett's there with 4.3 speed. So if they looking for a burner, they could pick Raheem Jarrett. It'd be a reach, but it is the last pick in the first round, and he's the one with 4.3 speed. I think it's a reach though. I'm with you. I think it's a reach. No, It's not working.
Knowing Patrick Mahomes, get him that little wide receiver that can run a 4-3, close to a 4-2.
Wait, I just thought about it too. Since we didn't pick him, you know who goes here? Jalen Hyatt. I think Jalen Hyatt here gives them
But when my
that
draft
Tyreek.
board, I still got Zay Flowers available. So Zay
Oh
Flowers,
yeah, 100%. And your board, if Flowers is here, that's the to me that's the best pick in the draft. With that quarterback, oh my God, yeah, I'm with you. Now my joint, he's gone, but Hyatt here with that speed, he's a little faster, but Flowers is a way better, way more complete receiver. Either or, you give them with the best quarterback of the NFL. See, that's the thing. It's so like this thing mapped out perfectly for Kansas City because you lose the bullshit dancing around with Schuster, and then you get a quality stud that someone passed over late in the first, and they just fall to you, and you going. Because I felt I would have loved Jamison Wilson last year, Jameson Williams, I think it is, right? Last year with Kansas City, but he was snatched up by Detroit. But he was injured, so he didn't get to play. So Detroit don't need no receiver because they already got him in the tuck. He was injured. He played one like drive and he got injured on his like second play or whatever. Anyway, so they got to fresh him coming in next season. Now that you get either you get Hyatt or you get Zay Flowers, yeah, Kansas City, 100%. So I think that's our first round. I think it works. There's still some talent on the board. Michael Myers still on the board. Joe Tipman, center from Wisconsin. Remember, we liked them corn-fed boys. He's on the board. He's on the board. DeJuan Jones, offensive tackle from Ohio State, still on the board.
Donnell Wright still on the board.
Antonio Johnson, safety from Texas A&M, still on the board. Felix Aduke Azuma, still on the board. B.J. Ojolari, still on the board. He's a second round guy. He could be right there. J.L. Skinner.
Campbell still out there.
Yep. Campbell still out there. Darnell Wright, offensive tackle, still on the board. It's some quality. Jordan Battle, safety Alabama, still on the board. Clark Phillips, still on the board from Utah. Yeah, man. So I'm thinking.
The big nose tackle, Siaki. What the fuck is this? Damn.
Oh, Isaiah Forsky? No, that's not him. Who are you talking about?
He from Notre Dame. I'm talking about the big nose tackle.
Shit.
I think
Nolan Smith still on the board. And I think, but I think in the second round, that's good value. Yeah, I'm with you. He doesn't produce anything close to first round talent. But in the second round, I like it. He's still on the board. Where he should be, by the way. Where he should be. You saying third? That's fair. That's fair. But he's still on the board there. He didn't. Like that eye popping shit didn't translate to anything at Georgia. No. He was just another guy on a squad. That's what he was.
Put him on Philly next to N'Kobe Dean.
He's got better size, I'll tell you that. But yeah, you're right. You are right. They both slump. Man. But a lot of good guys available in the second round. Xavier Hutchinson from Iowa State, still there. Eli Ricks, I think, is a quality second round pick for Alabama corner. He's still there. Like,
man, Jalen Jones, the corner out of Texas Tech.
Julius Brents from Kansas State, still there. A lot of corners. So you're right. He's still there. I like that pick in the second round. I like that pick. Yeah, I like these picks. Henry Tualoto from 202, I think his name is, from Alabama. That's a good second round pick right there. Not first, but give me him in the second. I can work with him. So I like these second round picks, man. A lot of these picks are still there.
Javon Dexter, the D tackle from Florida. That's a solid third round pick right there.
Yeah, Mike Morris is still there from Michigan. Yeah.
As long as don't nobody reach for Andre Carter, because he's gonna be a bust.
Oh, okay. I think it's Nola Smith is gonna be a bust. I'm thinking he's the bust of the draft. I'm not a fan.
I I completely agree. I
No,
would
I'm
not
not a
argue
fan of
with
that. I'm thinking that's bust potential heavy in the
you.
draft.
Man.
I don't like that. No, no, no. Because those measurables, you should have been making plays. You should have been doing what Will Anderson was doing, and you had Will Anderson. Like it's an opportunity to make plays. Because if he gets doubled, it's you. You listen. You on the same fucking field as Carter and Anderson, and you only can produce 4 sacks in a season. All right, bro, you got it. You got it. You only did 4 with them two around.
Not even
So if they get doubled, you free. Yeah, man. With those stats, all right, you got it. So yeah, man. I mean, it's some good talent in the second round. We picked number 57. It's funny. This book has us picking Schmitz with the 57th pick. I don't think he lasts that long, but if this book is right, I'm in heaven. Whoever the fuck we pick with the first pick, because I think this one had us picking Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. If this book is right, which it never is, but if we go Smith and Jigba, and then the center, you gotta clean up on aisle 9. This is going down, man. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I'm happy as fuck. What the hell? It's big cleanup season. Yeah, if we pick that, I'm happy. But that's what I got, man. That's what I got. Yeah. We would probably have to go corner in the third, but there's a lot of corners on the board, and I would actually want to trade up on one of these guys. Like, I wouldn't mind Eli Ricks playing the number 2 on the squad. Yeah. Any of these corners. I just can't have motherfucking Flat starting and motherfucking whoever that bum dude's name. The little scrub dude looks like a gremlin. Whatever his name is on the Giants, I hate him. Yeah. And Adoree Jackson, I honestly feel Adoree's the number 2. I would really want a number 1 corner. I don't think Adoree Jackson's number 1. Yeah. So, I mean, one of these corners will be nice. That other guy from Maryland, if he's there at 57, I would love to take him. Yeah, I would like Bennett. Give me Bennett, and I'm all up in it. So, but yeah, man. I mean, the second round, you guys picked number 44, and it had you guys picking your DN. But in your draft, you pick your DN in the first round. And then you go with, maybe a corner here. And it could be flipped. I had you guys picking Witherspoon because I feel he's the best corner. Right? And I feel, what's his name? Tyree, right? Wilson, right? He's not the best D end. He's the second best. So that's what I was thinking of value. But that's me, analytical head, whatever the fuck. But even if you guys switch it, it's still good. It's still good. It's still good. If you guys switched it.
As a pure DN, Tyree Wilson is the number 1 pure DN. Edge defender, Will Anderson is that. Because Will can...
Everything. Let me tell you.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah. You see how I was out and I ate all my crow, big crow. It was a big old Thanksgiving crow. I was eating crow. It was black feathers. It was bad. But I ate it. And I gave you your flowers because I was fucking dead wrong. Listen, you know what we're not wrong on? Will Anderson. Because he actually produced like a Parsons in college. That's my issue. It's saying Parsons didn't do that at Penn State. He would have been number 1. The only reason Will Anderson's not number 1 is because it's a quarterback league. That's it. Or remember, who was there? When Chicago was the number 1 pick, they were thinking either Carter or Will Anderson before they got the package from Carolina. That's how good Will Anderson is. And no one would scoff. If fucking, what's his name? Jackson or whatever the fuck. Whoever went number 1 this past year. That bum.
Trevon Walker.
Yeah, if Walker can go number 1.
Will Anderson should
easily be number 1 because he's way better a player. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying.
Never had double-digit sacks.
Never. Freshman year, motherfucking Will Anderson was putting motherfuckers in the dirt. Like he's that guy. First, fuck. So That's all I'm saying. Like he's number one pick, swimming right now, number one overall, and you be good. Okay. If he came out last year, but he couldn't, if he was eligible to come out last year, he's going number one.
And then they talk about it's a possibility that he might slip down to 8. No, he's not.
But look, if he do, then y'all in the playoffs. that's how you're gonna turn your team around. You see, I'm giving you flowers now. If he slips, y'all are getting to the playoffs because that's what Parsons did for the Cowboys. And I'm telling you, I feel Will Anderson is gonna have a better rookie season than Parsons did. All the chips on the table. I've seen him do it on the biggest stage. He's the best guy. He's the best player in the fucking draft. Best player. He slips to number 8, then y'all slip in and win y'all division, and that means y'all get in the playoffs. It's not saying y'all gonna be a double-digit win team. Fuck no, y'all not. Y'all might be 7 wins, but he gonna be a key on count for like 2 of those and get y'all in the playoffs. Let him slip.
I was right in these streets the way
Let him slip.
Florida State did when they beat Florida that year.
We sure was. Who's acting stupid? Yep.
I was scared, and I want these people out here to be scared because I'm a
Yeah, yo, A+ draft for y'all. Y'all don't even need to pick anymore. Fuck these picks. We got this guy. We got. I'm telling you, let him slip. Or if he goes past, what was the first team? I think we mentioned was Seattle. Needs a line, right? If he slips past 5, then y'all should trade up. And I'm being 100% honest. If he slips past 5, all you got to do is trade up 2 slots. He's worth the trade up. I'm letting you guys know. He slips. Y'all better be on the fucking horn because he solves all your problems. He solves all of them. All of them. All of them. He slips. And that was my issue is I feel Will Anderson, I feel like this. I was thinking about this last night trying to come onto the pod today. I feel the gap between first pass rusher and second pass rusher or DN, however you want to do it. The gap is like this big. They're both first round picks, but the gap is large. That's what I'm saying. But let him slip. Then you trade up to 6. Easy money. We not letting him go to number 10 to Philly. We not doing that. You know, and we not letting him go to oh shit, that's right. Yeah, you guys might not be able to do that because Detroit might pick him. They might not even want to entertain that. They might just say fuck it.
Could you imagine Detroit with Aiden Hutchinson?
That's what I'm thinking, bro. I'm thinking Dan Campbell was thinking just that. Oh, he slipped to us? Let's pair him with Aiden. Fuck. I just thought about that.
I'd cry. I realize he said
I'm thinking that's nasty. I'm thinking now they're getting 11, 12 wins. I'm thinking they're getting 11, 12 wins in Detroit. They do that. They putting quarterbacks on that ass. Yeah, we had them picking corner because some good corners were there. But if he slips, okay, they might pick him. But just in case they don't, they looking for extra draft picks. That's when y'all trade out. Well, let's entertain something here. Because then y'all won the draft. I'm trying to tell you, he's getting at least 8 sacks in his rookie season. I'm putting at 11, but at least 8.
that's more than any athlete.
That's what I'm saying. He's getting whatever team he's program neutral. He doesn't need a specific program. You just plug him in, and he's going.
Yeah.
He'll get that in Arizona. Arizona trash. But I'm just going to rush the quarterback. Okay, cool. I'm the best in the country at doing that. I got you. He's better than Chase Young when he came out. And I'm gonna put my nuts on the table even more. He's better than Nick Bosa when he came out. That's how good Will Anderson is. I'm gonna put it up there. He's better than both of them coming out. It's close with Bosa because Bosa's a boy, even though he's MAGA. But still,
Because he can do more.
I'm telling you, yes, he can cover. The motherfucker can cover. Yeah, man.
Him at middle linebacker,
and be good. So yeah. So if he slips and the Carters go and those four quarterbacks go, yes. Oh, can you bring out Darla? Regular black tea. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's what I'm thinking, dude. If he slips past Seattle, go get him. If Seattle goes with Wilson, all right, then we going up. We going up to get him. I think it's worth it. Whatever you got to do, 2 seconds, whatever the fuck, a second next year, whatever the fuck. There's only 3 slots because they still get the 8th pick.
Yeah.
So it's not like you got to move up crazy.
Yeah.
You make that move.
Probably give up this year's first and next year's second, and it probably will be next year's second because we'll still end up having a second if Calvin really play good and get that second contract.
Out of Jacksonville, you're right. Because Jacksonville got motherfucking Christian Kirk, and they got they got Calvin Ridley and Evan Ingram. Yep, you're right. You totally right. Yep. But all right, guys, that is it for the pod. Good chatting with you, Joe. This was a great long pod again. We went a couple hours here. Another 3-hour pod. That's what we do. 3-hour pod. I said it was gonna be an hour. Fuck. No, I was wrong. I said an hour, bro. I'm gonna get you out of here. I know you're dealing with the kids and shit. Wrong. 3 hours later. 3 hours and 25 minutes later. What are we doing, man? Fuck. But that's how we do, man. I enjoy the pod. We was chatting back. I don't want to call it a group chat. We was chatting on the messenger back and forth what we to talk about, and that's how it goes, man. It's gonna be a crazy draft season. I'm excited to see where the things line up, especially in the top 10. Y'all picking number 8. Y'all in a great position to get a game changer, and it looks like you wanted to be a defensive lineman, Wilson, or like in the perfect scenario, Anderson. This makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Anderson, Wilson, or Witherspoon.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you. See, if my draft pick works out, you're not gonna be unhappy if you're getting Witherspoon. I'm telling you, you're gonna be happy, bro. Like, and remember, I was out on him. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. And I looked up the tape. I said, let me see what Joe talking about. That boy nasty. I said, I hate his program, but he plays. He hits you in the mouth, bro. So it's like y'all kind of need some of that. Cause let him go to Detroit. He gonna be up there with defensive rookie of the year. You don't want him to do that. So, and Detroit picked 6. Y'all pick motherfucking 8. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And you already got kind of finesse with Terrell. Terrell's not that physical. He's physical, but not like this boy. This motherfucker is physical. Put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. Witherspoon ain't letting motherfucking Chase beat his ass over and over again. I'm putting it like this. I'm telling you, it was bad. He looked bad, bro. He was on the ground just laid out. I saw it. It was like, it was Grand Theft Auto and shit. What are we doing, bro? He was laid out. I was like, oh.
I'm gonna leave you with this.
Go ahead, man. Yeah. He better now than what he was in college. I'm up with you. He's better than what he was in college.
I was about to say Baker Mayfield was good in college.
Got a good point. Wait. But Chase is also good in the pros. What we talk about the best of the best, right? And Chase is not even the best out of his college because Jay Jettis is better than him.
Chase always was the better of the two.
Nah, not in the pros. Coming out, yes. Now, Jay Jettis is better than Chase. What stats are you looking at? Hey, Justin Jefferson is the number 1 receiver in the NFL, by the way. I just wanted to let you understand that. You look at the stats. He's the number 1 receiver in the NFL. Chase is like 5.
If Jamar Chase didn't have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd around him, you don't think he's...
But he does. Wait. No, here's what I'm trying to say. I'm with you on that. We're talking numbers and what they're doing as far as receivers. Chase is not better than Jay Jettis because you're right. Chase got Higgins who gets 1,000 yards. Now, as far as Chase, he's not going to be mad at that because he's like, we both eating. But is he looking as good as Jay Jettis? No. It's not even close. He's got like 300 yards more than this guy, by the way. Maybe 350 to 400 more yards. Bro, it's not close. Now, coming out, Chase is the big bro. to Jay Jettis. But in the NFL, the shit flipped. And the stats don't lie, bro. Stats don't lie. That boy got like 6,000 yards, no, 5,000 yards receiving already. Already. It's crazy.
Jay's not too far behind though.
He's listen. I think who got the more receiving yards on the team? Is it Chase or Higgins? Because I think it's close. And it's not supposed to be. But I think it is. Can we look that up before we go? I was trying to get you out of here, bro. I know you got a family. God damn it. I was trying to get you out, and that's 3 hours later. But this is what we do. Who got the more receiving yards? Because Higgins is up there. It's not. Come on now. Now, is Thielen close to Jay Jettis? No.
In 2 years, Jamar
Yeah.
Chase got 2,500 yards.
I know I'm laughing because we comparing it to his boy. Yeah, Jay Jettis got like 4,900 or some shit. It's crazy. It's something. I said it's crazy. Check it out. He blows him out the water.
In 3, damn, yeah.
He blowing him out the. Look at the numbers. It's crazy numbers. Read the numbers. Read the numbers. It's nasty, bro. I looked and I was like, holy shit. And listen, I'm always looking at that because I troll Philadelphia Eagles fans. Remember, they chose Rager over him. And I was like, holy shit. Justin Jefferson was on the board and they picked Rager. So I'm always laughing.
Tease Bobby about that on a regular basis. So
You said what?
love it.
What is that?
Bobby about
Okay, yeah. Yes, I was like, how the fuck y'all pick Jalen Rager when Justin Jefferson was on the board? They stupid as hell. And then the previous draft, they picked J.J. Arcega-Whiteside over D.K. Metcalf. What are we doing? You could have both them dudes and you wouldn't even need an A.J. Brown. What do you mean, man? Come on, bro. You wilding out. But anyway, wilding out. They made it to Super Bowl, though. But you see them stats. That's why they laugh. I mean, look, 2 seasons, 2,500. That's pretty damn good. When you look at your boy, he's about to double that. He's about to double it.
you ain't got a choice if you're the only person on your team catching.
Hey, I get that. We're just looking at these stats, and each season, Jay Jettis has way better stats than Jamar Chase. Like I said, they're not even close. I wish it was. It's not, bro. It's not. You said, damn. That shit's crazy.
That man had
Yeah, bro. He doing it dirty, bro.
that nigga different.
Yo, you see them stats? It's like, holy shit. What the fuck is going on? I know you was like, nah. But yeah, it's crazy stats. He's about to what? He's almost at 4,000, right? I thought he was about to almost at 5,000, but it's up there. Yeah.
He had 4,800.
48 compared to 25. Easy.
Yeah, that's what made me say damn.
Yeah. I told you, bro. It's crazy stats.
Like more than 2,000. More than 2,000 yards.
God damn. Yeah, man. It's not close, bro. And I was sitting there like, yeah. Jay Jettis is the best receiver. Yeah, he's about it. Yeah, he's easy Hall of Fame trajectory. He just keeps doing that. Hell, he could do a little less and still be Hall of Fame.
Cousins.
With Kirk Cousins, that's the thing. With Kirk Cousins is at least finding his guy. But Kirk Cousins would throw the pick. Kirk Cousins will go the dump off route, you dumb fuck, when you should have throw it to Jay Jettis. Listen, your receiver is about to have 5,000 yards in his like 3rd or 4th season. Just throw it to him, even if he's covered. And think about it. He got to understand, we're ass in the secondary. We don't got players in the secondary. Throw it to Jay Jettis. And I'm a Giants fan saying that. You throw it to Hawkinson underneath? What are we doing? Yeah, it was. Kirk Cousins blew that game. You throw it in a triple coverage to Jay Jettis, give him a chance to come down with it. Or you go to 101 to Thielen. Thielen was 1-on-1, by the way, with like a Cordell Flott or Darnay Holmes on him. Oh, that's the bum corner I hate. Darnay fucking Holmes. One of them was on your receivers. Throw it to Darnay Holmes. He's not going to make the play. Throw it to Thielen. What are we doing? You throw it underneath the Hawkinson, and you don't even throw it at the first down line. You throw it 5 yards behind it. Come on, bro. But I'm gonna let you go. Like you got a family. We gonna reconvene next Wednesday. We got a lot more to talk about, bro. Do your thing. Shout out to Domo if she talking to you. Yo, it's the Pro Football Rants podcast with Reggie and Joe. That's how we do, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna check you, dude. All right.
All right, man.
Why?